How you doing, everybody? Welcome to a Friday, April the 29th. It's options expiry day. It's nice to see you all this morning. Welcome to the show, Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce, where we are here to try to explain in plain English what's going on in the markets and also try to go over strategies on how you can make money in this market, no matter what direction it wants to go, up, down, sideways, doesn't matter. We make money here no matter what. We have a bunch of folks who are becoming stock option writers, and you guys are cleaning up. Easy pickings, left, right, and center. This market is tailor made for option writers to get richer. It's just so simple. If you don't know how to write stock options, it's okay, because 98% of the market participants out there don't know how to write stock options. I bet you that half of all the people out there who invest in the markets, maybe 3/4 of all the people who invest in the stock markets, don't even know how options work. 85% of people out there don't even know how options are created. They have no idea how they're made. They just think that a broker makes them or something. Um, and this is, again, this is not their fault. It's not any investor's fault that they wouldn't know, because I'll tell you right now, why would investment bankers talk to you about teaching you how to write options? Guess what's going to happen when you learn how to write options? You're going to make money on your own. You're going to figure out how to do this. You're going to not need the brokerage firms so much. You're not going to need all their research as much. You're going to be much more independent. And you're going to question why the broker is trying to nail you a 2% management fee on the value of your portfolio when you're doing all the work. I get it. I can tell you also, it's nothing personal. Brokerage firms don't want to actually deal with you unless you have at least $1 million. I mean, it's not personal, it's business. It's just a pure business decision on the part of the brokerage firm. Understand that if you're running a brokerage operation in London, England, the UK, or in New York, or Chicago, or LA, Frankfurt, Milan, you pick the big financial center you want to pick. Toronto, Ontario. You want to take the 40th floor of a nice office tower in downtown wherever, and you're leasing an entire floor for your full-blown operation. You're probably leasing 3 floors. One floor is just admin, all the admin people to handle all the account information, all the researchers, all the senior people who make all the calls. And then you're going to need 2 sales floors, and trading floors and trading desks, so that one of the floors will be for the institutional and the other floor will be for the retail. That's where you are, retail. They take a full floor from 40th, 41, and 42, 3 floors in the building, and the building is, I don't know, 10,000 square feet per floor, whatever the heck it is. You divide that into how many people you can have on that floor, and divide it by how much it costs to have that floor leased, and all the other expenses to run the entire operation. Because remember, the retail floor and the institutional floor have to pay for the other floor. That's where all the people are that run the whole company. So 3 floors have to be paid for, and you're a client on the retail level. You better have $1 million, because they're going to get out of you. Pardon me. They're going to try to get out of you 2% of your account value per year for their fees. That's $20,000 a year. Divide that by 12 months. This is not a lot of money. I mean, you make $20,000 a year. Can you live on $20,000? Can you live on $20,000 a year? Just you, okay? Divide that by 12 months, and we're down to $1,600 a month here. So we're talking about you generating $1,600 a month to a firm with 3 floors of office space in a downtown setting. Very expensive. Manhattan, Tokyo, I don't care where you talk about. You're not going to have your broker in Addis Ababa, are you? No, it's going to be in downtown somewhere nice. So you're one of the peons. You're a nothing account. You don't make any money. You don't make money for the firm. The salesperson that handles, the rep, the analyst, they call themselves advisors. They call themselves all kinds of fancy titles. Those guys, girls, there's probably a team of people that look after your account. There's probably 4 or 5 in a pod that work together. That would be 2 key asset managers and 3 assistants minimum. And they run probably 1,000 accounts minimum to try to justify their jobs and existence. And $1 million accounts, if that's all they've got, their days are numbered because they don't make enough money for the house. And so how much of your time, their time, are they going to give you? 0. They're giving you 0 time because you don't generate any revenues. And this is why you have to be an option writer, because as an option writer, you can take care of yourself. Thank you very much. And you can take care of your own ins and out trading, and you're not going to pay $20,000 a year for advisory that you don't need. That's into your pocket. You're going to write options and make money in this market. You're in your own way. Welcome to 2022, because back in 1982, if you had this 30 at that time, a 36-year-old guy as your account manager, which would you have had me as? I guess, yeah. I was branch manager shortly after that, so I would still have clients. You would have been one of 200 of my clients at least. I had to have had at least 200. A healthy book in 82 for a stockbroker was 300 accounts, 300 clients. Not a million a piece though. The 1982 $1 million clients were almost non-existent for a guy like me. My accounts in 1982 were worth anywhere from $5,000 to $100,000. Those would have been most of the accounts. So I would have had a ton of clients with $15,000 to $30,000 under admin. But again, a new car in 1982, you could have bought a BMW 528i. You could have bought one of those in 82 for about $25,000, $26,000. Today, that car, $80,000, ballpark. So it's all relative. But I will admit, a $20,000, $25,000 car then is now 80 today. A $25,000 account is $75,000 today. You still wouldn't have a broker today with $75,000. Like this is how things have changed. I, as a stockbroker, if I were still alive at 36 as a broker, which doesn't exist, I would have to insist on at least $500,000 now, so that I can work with you on all of your needs, from retirement to tax planning to capital gain, to income, to setting up your kids' trusts, to figuring out estate matters. If you're in your 60s, 70s, your needs are different. If you're in your 30s and 40s, your needs are different. I might specialize in clients that are 60 and older. I might specialize in clients that are 30 to 50. It all depends. But back in the day, I had clients that were all ages, but generally up to about 50 years of age, because I was in Calgary, a young city. And we would be wheeling and dealing, trying to make a living. But we weren't making a living just writing options back then, because that world didn't exist like it does now. Today, you can write options and pay commissions of less than $1 a trade or $2 a contract. Unthinkably cheap compared to what I had to go through with my clientele. You can get in and out instantaneously with one of these little devices that everybody seems to have now. These didn't exist when I was a broker in 1982. This didn't exist. The forerunner of this didn't exist until 1994, 5, 6. Because the brick, the phone that was the size of a brick, we used to call them bricks, those showed up more commonly by 1991, 2, and 3. And I had one. I used a brick for about a year. One of my employees at my retail store had one of those. He got sucked into some promotional contract, and he was all excited, and he thought he was Mr. Cool, and he got himself a brick, $2,000 phone with a 3-year commitment for, I don't know, 200 a month or whatever it was. It was ridiculous. And he had it for 6 months. He was dying to get rid of it. He couldn't get rid of it. So I subletted it off of him. I used it and just paid him $180 a month for it and gave it back to him at the end of the run. And you deal with it because I'm not going to get one of these damn things. By the time I got my first cell phone, it was a flip-up type unit by the latter part of the 90s, like by 97, 98. But I digress. The world has completely changed. You guys today can write options anywhere in the world you are, whenever you want, from any location, and the costs are minimal to do this business. And so today, the markets are perfectly set up for you guys to score touchdown after touchdown. And last night, after the earnings came out from Apple and Amazon, and couple that with the performance of Robinhood and the numbers that came out this week from Facebook and the numbers that came out from Google and Microsoft, you option writers are in heaven. You're in absolute heaven right now. Easy pickings left, right, and center. You do not need to fear upside when it comes to writing option contracts. Those who are option gamblers, the people who buy and sell options and try to make the big lottery win, these folks will say, oh, I don't write options because I'm afraid of losing my stock. Oh, I don't want to lose my stock. That keeps a lot of them out of the market, which is good for you because the fewer participants in the writing side, the less competition you have to make even more money. And this is why so many of you are scoring incredible touchdown wins on stink bids and stink offers, which will be the next class, I think, next Saturday. I think we're going to run a class next Saturday. Would you like a class next Saturday on stink bids and stink offers and figuring out the psychology of the market? Would you like one of those classes? Let me know if you want to do that, because I think I'm going to start taking reservations on Monday for next week's Saturday. Anyway, you guys have got a wide open market here to deal with. Very little competition for your offers, and you've got a willing batch of saps out there willing to gamble everything to try to make a couple of dollars on a contract, risking $10 to make 2 or 3. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. You guys are going to score wonderfully. Look, Apple came out last night with expected numbers. The numbers were fine. Apple makes all kinds of money. They always do. That's great. But Apple came out with the one-liner that caught the market, and the one-liner was supply chain issues. Yes, we expect continued challenges ahead. That translated instantly into, the China problem is starting to show up even with Apple. And Apple has 747 cargo planes at beck and call to move merchandise from China to the US. Like in 15 hours, they can have a plane load of iPhones coming in, plane after plane after plane after plane. UPS and all these other guys have planes after plane after plane ready for Apple's merchandise anytime they want to move it. That's not the problem. The problem isn't airplanes flying from China to Los Angeles or to St. Louis or to New York or to wherever they have to land these planes to get phones to their stores and to all their clients. That's not the problem. Is the problem within the United States? No, it's not in the United States. Even with all of the U.S.'s existing infrastructure problems and potholes on highways and bridges falling down, that's not the problem. No, the problem is getting the phone's actual components, like the glass made, getting all the parts made inside this thing, getting them made is the problem. And then getting them assembled getting to one location to assemble them all is another problem. Getting them into the boxes that they need to get into, that's another problem. Because all of this stuff is done by dozens and dozens and dozens of sub-suppliers in China. And China's in trouble. China is in great, big, fat, juicy trouble. And the so-called communist morons that running that place, they're not morons. They're very smart, calculating people. Sinister, but calculated. The guys at the top of the Communist Party in China are pledging to the market that we will meet our growth projections. Oh, our country will do the GDP, no problem, no problem. Can you imagine if the United States Congress and the Senate, President of the United States, was speaking to the financial media of the United States and insisting that no problem whatsoever, the United States will meet its economic projections? And the media would go, what are you talking about? You guys are politicians. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know what competition is. You don't even know what business is. You're politicians. How could you possibly tell us that? Or in China, these guys run under martial law. It's almost all martial law all the time. I mean, let's not kid each other. You want to walk around downtown Beijing with a protest sign, you're lasting 15 seconds before somebody snitches on you and the secret police takes you away in a fish truck and we don't talk to you anymore. Let's get real here. These guys control everything. And they're pledging that, oh, no problem, everything's going to be great. Because if they don't say it, if they don't talk like that, there will be a run on their currency. There will be a run on their bonds. There will be a run on their stock market from their own population. Forget about the outside world. Internally, they have to say it. But they're wrong. I'm sorry. They're wrong because they're lying. They're putting on a face because they don't want to be embarrassed. This is the old playbook from the Communist Party. You say one thing when reality is another. Some people are adopting that technology and that strategy, by the way, in the Western world. You may have noticed that in the last 5-6 years or so, that reality is this, but this is what our facts are saying. Our facts are alternative facts, and this is what the way it is as far as our facts are saying. In any event, in China, they're putting on the face that, oh, we're going to meet all the projections. The problem with meeting all the projections is that when you have 450 million people locked up in their homes and you're bolting doors closed at restaurants with people in the restaurants, that you won't let them get out now to go home because they're on the lockdown. They have to sleep and eat and poop in the restaurant now. And everyone who's at their home has to stay in their home. Schools are closed. And the only food you're going to get is what government delivers to you. When you have that scenario as an overriding thing for 450 million people and counting, which includes Shanghai, the New York of China, and now you're going to add Beijing into the mix, which is the capital of China, and all the burbs around it. We're talking now over 550 million people are all going to be on lockdown. How in God's green earth are you guys going to get anything done? Who's going to the factory at Tesla to make Teslas? Who's at the factory to assemble Apple phones? Who's at the factories that produces the chips that go into the Teslas, that go into the Apple phones? Who is at the plant that makes the metal or makes the glass for the windshields, the glass for the iPhone, the case for the iPhone? Those guys aren't at their places. And the mining operations and the smelting operations where this material is actually smelted and mined and alloys are made, they're not working either. They're all locked up. Where is this coming from? This is Pretendville, kids. The box that the Apple phone comes in is not being made by the guy who makes the box. And there isn't a guy that makes the Apple boxes. There are factories that make all the boxes and all the literature and all the cords and the cables and the connectors. And it's not being done. That's why Apple last night said, we're going to be watching the situation. We're going to be monitoring as best as possible. They're not telling you the truth. They're not telling you the gory details because they're too gory for release. But it's coming out. It's leaking out. And right now the stock is down 129 a share at 162. That is a market that is not aware of what the hell is going on over there. Clueless. Now, is the company lying? No, because they haven't misspoken. They've just indicated that they're monitoring China's situation. Well, okay, but in reality, Apple, remember, does not own a factory, okay? They only license manufacturers to produce merchandise for them. So Apple doesn't have to speak on behalf of Foxconn or any of the other suppliers over there who produce product for them. They don't have to in any way talk for them, about them in any way, shape, or form. So they only have to talk about what is relevant to Apple. And if Apple says their claim to fame is, we don't talk about our merchandise until it lands in the United States or in Canada or in Belgium or in Germany or wherever we fly these to on all these cargo planes. We only talk about this merchandise when it lands wherever it's supposed to land to. Then it's in our possession. Then it's inside Apple Canada's universe, Apple Germany's universe, Apple UK, and so on. And then we'll talk about it. And we as a public company will talk about our overall public company, everything, including all the other stuff we do to make money, which is software sales, gaming sales, and on and also hardware. What I'm saying to you guys is, on the hardware side, Houston, we got us a problem. And there are no analysts that I can see. I have not yet seen an analyst downgrade the stock. I've only seen one price cut on Apple so far this morning. It was a $5 price cut from 200 to 195. It's the only one I've seen so far, because the reality is, in today's modern world, 2022, if you are an analyst and you are employed by Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Jefferies and Co., any of the UK firms, any of the Euro brokerage firms, any of the Asian brokerage firms, not a single analyst has got the guts to stand up and say, Apple's going to miss their third quarter by 10%. I think Apple's going to miss their numbers so much that the stock is going to 120 a share. There is no one anywhere that has the guts to say that. One, because the minute they say it, they're fired. Their report will be knocked out of the woodwork, won't even be released, because the firms that they work for are so deep into Apple's rear end regarding the business that Apple spins off. Like, for example, they're buying $90 billion of their stock back every year. Someone has to get that buy order. Apple doesn't use Robinhood to buy back its own stock, you know. Apple uses Wall Street and all their friends around the world to spread the love of $90 billion of buy orders to buy up Apple paper, so that these firms all earn a commission to buy up stock on the open market. And this is why you figure maybe that certain brokerage firms, analysts, won't be too critical of Apple's overall anything. Does anyone ever criticize Apple for anything? Why is it? Why? I ask you, why does no one except me criticize Apple for making products in communist China, employing millions of Chinese workers, generating billions of dollars in revenue for the Chinese economy, which allows the Chinese government to produce billions of dollars of weaponry to get ready to invade Taiwan? I mean, we're funding China's efforts to take over Taiwan by buying these phones because they're made in China. And Samsung is doing it, and all these other guys. I mean, they're all doing it. I'm not singling out Apple. It's all of America business that is doing it. Americans, Canadians, and Brits, and Europeans, we are all funding the Chinese government to keep doing what they're wanting to do. And these guys are going, well, we must be right because everyone's buying our stuff, and it's great. It's a Trojan horse that has come into town full of all kinds of bad guys. And look at what's happening in Hong Kong right now. In Hong Kong, in the last 2 years, the Chinese government in Beijing has passed laws that have made it illegal in Hong Kong to be in opposition to Hong Kong's leaders, which are handpicked by Beijing to run Hong Kong. And so if you're a pro-democracy activist, you are persona non grata anymore. You're now an illegal person inside Hong Kong. And so you're arrested and you're held in jail. And then you were given they charge you under the new law that they passed in Beijing, which did not pass in Hong Kong, which is its own legal district, by the way. It doesn't matter. The Chinese national law has now they've now charged you with a crime, and you're denied bail. And there is no trial date. And there are people now in Hong Kong jails for up to 2 years already who've been sitting waiting for their trial. They haven't had a trial, and there isn't one scheduled, but they're in jail. And in effect, this is how you eliminate dissent and opposition, by just jailing these people and never bringing them to trial. You just charge them with the law violation, and then you never bring them to trial. And you wait 3, 4, 5 years, and then you bring them into court. You convict them within 15 minutes, and you give them a 10-year jail sentence. And that's a 15-year of your life gone. And you're not that much of a pro-democracy activist anymore. It's all good. We are funding these guys. We are allowing this to continue on without any repercussions whatsoever. We talk the talk. We don't walk the walk. We are buying this garbage from these guys who are made over there, and we're adding to the misery. And in the meantime, look what's happening in the Ukraine. Ukraine is getting decimated. Downtown Kyiv is being hit with cruise missiles from 300 miles away. And the Russians and the Chinese are just buds. Russia just eliminated all duties on coal imports from Russia. All coal that Russia can send to China, China will take, no questions asked. Cash. What currency you want? You want rubles? We'll send you rubles. You want euros? You got euros. You want Chinese yuan? We'll send you Chinese yuan. You just want something else in return for it? We'll set you up. We need coal. You need bullets. We can make deals here. China has not condemned the Russian invasion of Ukraine. China does not condemn genocide in Ukraine at all, or in its own borders for that matter. And Europeans are sitting there going, are we going to continue working with these guys as usual when it comes to business? Are we that addicted to dollars and cents net profits to work with China now on an ongoing basis, where these guys are working with the Russians to help fund them to do whatever they're doing? Because after all, we've all cut off Russia from the outside Western world, but China hasn't. Iran hasn't. India hasn't. There are countries that are still dealing with Russia on a big-time basis. Whose side are they on? What's going on here? What's what? We got to ask ourselves what to do with it. And so I come back to the Apple question. Why is it that Apple seems to me to not be changing their ways to literally find someone else to make product for them? They could do it in micro steps, and maybe they could start producing, I don't know, one component in Indonesia, another component in the Philippines, maybe other components here and there. And slowly but surely, they have all the components that can make what they want to make, and then assemble everything in, I don't know where, another country, not China. I don't see that happening. I don't see that shift, that trend happening. I don't see it happening anywhere else either. Elon Musk is a big hero to a lot of people who are between 18 years of age and 40 years of age. They love buying his cars. I love cars. I love the Teslas. I love those cars. But do you see investors pushing at him, saying, that plant in Shanghai, really, you should get the hell out of there. Really, maybe it's time you shut that plant down. No one's saying that, because there's two parts of our brain going off here: the I need to make money brain and the morals. And right now, our money thing is dominating. Always does. Money always dominates morals. Let's cut to the quick. There are some of you who are morals driven only. Some of you are dollars driven only, and then the rest of us are sort of in the middle. But we all have bills to pay every month, and so we're kind of looking the other way and making the money. Apple, the stock on Apple at 161.93 right now is way too high, based on what I think I know and what I think is going on over there. This stock has not yet reflected reality. And morally speaking, Apple is on thin ice. really, really thin ice. I'm amazed that Europe hasn't already stepped up and started to slap sanctions on China. But I can see why. They're afraid. They're terrified of China's reprisal moves. That's why the Europeans have to band together with the Americans as a unified force. It's the only way to defeat these guys. Economically, I'm talking, not militarily. That's another matter, and I don't want to go there. But economically, Europe and North America, and probably Latin America, South America, and Africa, they all have to be unified against China. China has a simple strategy like Russia does: divide and conquer. Divide, split, create fissures, and conquer. And China tries to make examples of countries that mess with it. Canada has already paid a price messing with China. Taiwan is paying a price. Lithuania has been paying a price. There are small examples here and there. In a unified way, China would be really shocked if it happened to them. The Russians are shocked already. They cannot believe it. In the Politburo inside Russia, the top guys to Putin cannot believe that the Europeans and the Canadians and the Americans all got together and said, no, we don't want you in Ukraine. We're cutting you off. But we haven't gone far enough. And therein lies the deal. You got to go all in. All in means a total economic cutoff, because Russia can find ways to slip natural gas out of the country, coal and other items to the Chinese and other allies. There are still folks who are willing to fund them. We have to adopt the policy that if you're a friend of Russia, you're also a problem. You're part of the problem. You get cut off. And now we don't take your currency. We don't take your merchandise. We put sanctions on all your stuff. All of your oligarchs, whoever they are, now they lose their assets because you're all enemies of our countries. Hasn't happened yet because we're not all in. We're all trying to fight a war against China in a proxy kind of way. We're kind of going, oh, well, we'll send them bullets and we'll send them howitzers and we'll send them drones and then let them blow up the tanks. And it looks like it's going great because we see these YouTube videos that last a minute or two where we see tanks blowing up all the time. It must be working. And then you see images of Donetsk and all these other cities that are just destroyed and pulverized. And then you find the mass graves after the Russians pull back. And the farmers are finding out that when Russians leave their fields, they find landmines all over their fields. They can't plant wheat and corn. Remember, this is food for export to Egypt, to Libya, to Tunisia, to Iran, to Israel, to Africa, there are hundreds of millions of people that are fed by wheat grown in Ukraine. Those fields, many of those fields are now slowly but surely being infiltrated by landmines from the Russians. Little gifts that we want to leave behind for you guys. This takes weeks and months to remove. The growing season is starting. Got to start planting, kids. You can only plant in a certain amount of time, and then that's it for the year. Yeah, we have problems here. And until we're prepared to pay the ultimate price to really get these guys, we're going through the motions. And, as long as I can go to KFC on Friday and bring home a bucket of chicken for the family, it's okay. In our house, it's okay. That's the way it is. We're not all in. And when you're not all in, you don't win. It's as simple as that. The Chinese know it. The Chinese know. They have studied us right down to our nasty habits, our lazy habits, and all the fat we are carrying around. They know that we're out of shape. We can't fight those guys on a field. No way. And so morale will stay low until morale improves, I suppose. Conditions will stay bad until morale improves. And anyway, there you have it. Good news. I'll tell you again, good news. Those of you who are watching this channel and are writing options, it's good times, and it's going to be good times for the rest of this year. It's going to be very good times. And I say, make the money while you can. Absolutely make money, because we all have bills. We all have to have bills to get paid. And there's glorious opportunities to make a few bucks here. And so do not fear the upside of Apple. Apple isn't going to 185 bucks a share, even though they've announced another $90 billion in stock buybacks, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But the reality is that the market cap of the company is $2.6 trillion. This is 1/26th, maybe 1/30th of all the stocks that are out there. that will be bought back this year. That's all that is. So there's still plenty of shares out there to trade. They'll trade like crazy. How many shares are out there? 16.3 billion of them are out there. There's a lot of stock out there. And so Apple stock will likely stay, what's the word I'm looking for? Suppressed, maybe. They're not going to take off $15 in one day, because there's no earnings surprise. There's no upside surprise. The only surprises Apple stock is going to get are downside surprises. That's the only surprises coming into town now. Same with Facebook, same with Google, Amazon, downside surprises. Netflix has been getting them. We've been noticing them at Texas Instruments. They'll continue there. Carvana, downside surprises of mega proportions. That's what's coming. The only surprises we're going to get on the markets now are down surprises, not up, happy time, kumbaya, campfire singing, upside surprises. Sorry, not going to happen. Interest rates are only going to go higher. Inflation is not coming down all that much. The supply chain problems are going to get worse. They're not getting better, because higher interest rates will not fix supply side issues. Legislating tariffs will not fix supply chain issues. Supply chain issues are here because of the virus. And the virus does not go away, no matter what kind of economic policies you want to go with. And it doesn't matter who you vote for. You want to vote for a far right candidate, a far left candidate, someone in the middle, the virus couldn't care less. Who you watch on TV, it doesn't care. You watch CNN, you watch Fox, it doesn't care. The virus, it doesn't watch TV. The virus only invades willing hosts that are willing to accept it. And the virus is finding saps everywhere. And right now in China, 1.3 billion population, they have one of the lowest immunization rates among seniors on the face of the earth. And what group of people in China are coming down with the virus like you can't believe? Seniors! Go figure. Oh, wow, isn't that amazing? How does that happen? Gee, you don't inoculate, and the seniors come down with the virus, which means they can't see their kids, they can't see their grandkids, and the folks who look after them get infected too. And it spreads throughout the population. And there are deniers in China. There are also anti-vaxxers in China. Don't think that this is just an American-Canadian thing or European thing. This is a global problem. And this virus loves it. It just loves it. Another victim. It's not going to go away. And so the supply chain issues will continue going forward until this virus has, I don't know how many iterations, how many versions of this thing are going to come out, until we hope, cross your fingers, that the 15th, the 20th, the 40th reiteration of the virus is a bad photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. If it's the opposite, if this thing gets deadlier every time it revamps itself, we have problems. If it becomes weaker, it becomes just another cold, another flu. But yeah, this one cost possibly millions of lives, but it certainly cost trillions of dollars. Trillions of dollars of lost business. How many of you have not taken a holiday in 2 years? How many of you have not gone to a wedding that you were planning on going to? How many of you were not going to family celebrations? How many of you know someone that got ill? How many of you know someone that's ill now? How many of you know someone that had the virus, recovered from the virus, and now has underlying issues? That's what's beginning to show up now. Now we're finding out the echo effect of this virus, the echo effect, where people are coming down with illnesses and symptoms, and no one can explain where this is coming from. Very healthy people, young people, what have you. What's going on? Well, when this baby hit 88 miles an hour, it caused some serious, you know what, and it is still doing it because we can't stop it. We cannot stop it from continuing to do what it does. And China is beginning to realize this badly. I would imagine at the upper levels, there are people who are really worried about it, who don't want to admit the truth to, of course, 1.3 million people, and then the world at large, because you want to put on the face that everything is fine and that our alternative facts are accurate facts, and just believe what we say and not what we do. But what they're doing is evident to all of us. Container ships are not leaving Shanghai's harbor. They're not bringing in goods. They're not bringing out goods. All the other harbors in China are really down in volumes. Mariners around the world are sitting on container ships going, when are we going back to work? When are we going to move stuff? Singapore has got way less traffic than it's used to. Hong Kong and Yokohama, Japan, and everyone. It's global. It's not personal. It's just business. So good news for you guys. You're going to make money. And it's as simple as that. You're going to make money. We're 20 minutes away from opening. Apple now 160.94, down 270, slowly backing off. There it is. Right options, all you want, kids. Do not fear upsides. You're going to make yourself some really nice coin here. Looking at the pre-market numbers at the moment, we're down 148 on the Dow. We're off 42 on S&P. We're down 176 on NASDAQ. Oil's up $1 a barrel. The oil shills out there keep telling us, oh, we're going to have problems on the oil market. Oh, you're going to have constraints here and there, and the world demand is going to overtake the supply. Bunk city, to say the least. Have you noticed the money that Exxon generated this past year so far? Have you noticed the numbers coming out of Chevron? Unbelievable gross revenues. These guys are doing great. By the way, you might notice, I don't know if you understand this, but Exxon came out with, was it $90 billion in revenue in the last quarter versus $40 billion the year before, like $50 billion more. And what's the big announcement that the Wall Street community has been focusing on? They're all salivating. Exxon is increasing the number of dollars they're going to put into stock buybacks. Rather than find more oil, rather than improve their business, rather than make their business more efficient, rather than find ways for us to use less of it, to burn it up in the environment, they're buying back the stock. Rather than creating jobs in America, to use an old expression that every politician would use, rather than creating jobs in America by investing in your business and growing it, they're buying back their stock. They're shrinking the size of their company by buying up their own company. And they're just restricting how many shares are out there for the shares to go higher in value, because there are fewer shares to divide all that money into, so that the earnings per share keep going up. Remember, management of Exxon don't own the company. No one owns the company. The company is held by millions of people through investment funds, hedge funds, and retirement funds, mutual funds, all that stuff. There's no one Elon Musk running Exxon, owning Exxon, okay? And so the management of the company, they have a vested interest in the stock going up, because they've got 1 million share options, 100,000 share options, 5,000 share options, 2,000 share options. They all have stock that they get paid. When they save every check, they take 8% of their check or whatever the hell it is. The company matches it and gives them stock. They're buying up the outside stock so they can issue this stock from the inside, have it go up in value, and every employee in the company goes, love working for Exxon. You're making me richer. That's the American way. I don't have a problem with that, really. I really don't have a problem with it, except that, you're not really investing in your business all that much. You're great for morale, and maybe you've had a couple of bad years, but I don't see a whole bunch of jobs being created from this windfall coming in. Unbelievable. And of course, you have to know that the consultants that Exxon has hired, either directly or indirectly through their associations that they're a part of, these guys are all over Washington to make sure that the president got the word that it would be a good idea to tap the National Reserve of the United States of America, the oil reserve that is supposed to be to defend the United States against a foreign adversary. Why don't we use 1 million barrels a day and put that into the pumps of Americans to keep the price down? You see, that's going on. That means eventually the National Reserve will have to be replenished with 1 million barrels for every day you've done it. So if you're doing it for 6 months, it's 180 million barrels of oil that is less in America's hands. So in 6 months from now it's 4 months from now, the price will go back up again because America has run out of the amount of oil they're prepared to give up to help Americans. By the way, the timing is just after November. Just kind of give you the overall. Around November, the end of November, that's when that program will end. And up go the prices of oil and gas again, because we're back to free enterprise oil and gas players supplying America with its needs. And Exxon is waiting. They're not investing now into producing more oil. No. They'll invest more in the winter to bring in more oil, because then they're getting the higher price and then they're going to bring it out. And so money is being made. Anyway, it is what it is. If you can live with it, live with it. If you can't, well, too bad. That's the way we have it. In plain English is what I'm trying to tell you what's going on out there. Okay. It's been going on for decades. This is nothing new. This is not a 2022 issue, this energy thing. This isn't new. I remember in 1969, I was 15 years old, and there were articles coming out in the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Washington Post, my local newspaper, on TV. Energy crisis coming. We're running out of oil. And we had the embargo in 1973, which many of you weren't even born yet. We had the embargo where every family in my neighborhood, I remember, were driving V8 powered cars, 4 doors, 2 doors, sedans, Pontiacs, Chevrolets, Buicks, Fords, all V8 powered cars getting between 10 and 20 miles a gallon at most. And in 1973, the embargo came on when the OPEC was fully created and did an embargo to limit sales of oil to Europe and the United States and Canada. Because these countries were supporting Israel in the Middle East. How dare you? And so the embargo came up. And oil went from $2 a barrel to $10 a barrel, $12 a barrel. Unthinkable. 6-fold increase. Just wow. And gas went from, I don't know, from something like 20 cents a gallon to 60 cents a gallon, 80 cents a gallon. And there were lineups at gas stations. And I remember the photos on the national news and in the papers. Every city in the United States, every mobile gas station, every Shell, every Exxon, all the gas guys, Marathons, all of them, they all had lineups. And people were idling their cars waiting for their turn to get gas. And they were allowed to get, 10 gallons each or something like that. And the gas stations were running out. They were running out of fuel because everybody wanted it at the same time. It was panic buying. And eventually cars ran out of gas and people had to push their cars forward 10 feet at a time, 20 feet at a time to get it up to the pump to get some gas. I remember those days. I remember that. And America was completely at the mercy of imported oil, and had a country out there wanted to attack the United States of America at that point in time. The military of the U.S. was really low on energy. They might have been able to put up the fight for a month or two, and then they would have been in trouble. And the National Reserve was created, this reserve of oil to protect the United States against foreign invasion, conflict, what have you. And now it is used as a political football to keep prices low at the pump to get votes every 2 years for Congress and Senate and presidential elections. That's what it's come down to now. So much for national security, as it were. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But hey, what can I say? Just saying, it is what it is. Here in Canada, we're drowning in oil and gas. I mean, we're drowning in it. Alberta here, where I am at, they can't get it out of the province. They have oil they can't get it out. They have millions of barrels of shut-in production. They're dying to get out into the street. because there are buyers who want it. We just don't have the pipeline capacity to get any more out. We're exporting all we can get out. And the provincial budget up here is raking in billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. The amount of money coming into the oil patch in Alberta is huge. It's boom times. It's wonderful. The provincial government here is bringing in royalties, as it always does. The royalty numbers are huge. They're just way up. They're making up for 5, 6, 7 years of downtime. The provincial government here has had to borrow money because it used to have no provincial debt, no debt for a government. Now it's 120 billion, and it's now to the point where I would bet you, I'll bet you a billion a week is coming in. And I think the government could pay $1 billion a month off of the debt right now. It could pay off $1 billion a month of this debt. So in 100 months, 8 years, it's gone. The bonds that the government issued are 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years out. That's what governments do. They stagger out debt. And so this province has no problem meeting its obligations, but it won't have to issue any new debt for a while because there's more money coming in than they need. That's how much is coming in right now. And this government's going, well, we don't know how long this is going to last. These good times don't last all the time, as evidenced by the last 50 years of up and down prices on oil and gas. We don't know what the future is, but right now, dough is coming in, interest rates are going up, inflation's going up, expenses are going up. We don't have layoffs here because we're in the oil patch, and all the offshoot companies that are around here, the realtors are doing well, the car dealers are doing well if they could only get cars. Software creators are doing well, IT guys are doing well, and our tourist business is coming back this year. So the province here is rolling. We're in the right place at the right time in the right atmosphere. Can I say that for the rest of the world? No, I cannot. And so there you go. There are winners and there be losers. Option writers, you're going to be winners. 9 minutes to go until we start going here. What can I say? Where are we at right now on Apple? 161.66 right now, down 204. We were last night in the aftermarket 169 for like 2 minutes. And then it began to falter like 50 cents every couple of minutes. The stock would falter back, even down to 157 overnight. May have been 159 this morning. This stock might be 155 in the first hour of trading. It might be. I don't think it's going to 170 a share. So, if it has a little pop to 163, 64, 65, you can write 165s, 166s, 167s, all you want. Go out a couple of weeks. Give yourself some time for the stock to back off because that's what's probably going to happen. Other stocks to watch. Rocket Lab is under a little pressure, down at the moment 11 cents. SoFi down 12. GameStop down 181 to 127.50. We got AMC off 22 cents. Matterport down 14. 23andMe down a penny. Spire unchanged. ATIP is up 5.9 cents. Let's call it a 6 cent gain to 167 a share. SmartRent up 23 cents this morning. It looks like the 526. Nothing on Sextera today. No change at the moment. Apple down $1.74 to 161.90. Goldman down 167 to 316.75. Cisco down 25 cents to 50.38. Tesla up $18 to 895.91. I still think 750 to 800 is where it's going. ARC Innovations, Kathy Wood's fund ETF down 51 cents to 48.36. Microsoft down 82 cents to 288.81. Bed Bath Beyond down 18 to 14.57. Pfizer down 54 cents to 49.97. HP down 26 cents to 37.32. Carvana down $2.17 again to 62.20. And Twitter up 36 to 49.48. Elon Musk sold $4 billion of Tesla stock in the last few days. A guy like that does not sell $4 billion of his own stock to not buy Twitter. That's the deal. He's not going to cough up $1 billion and walk away from Twitter. He's going to buy it. He has arranged his private financing arrangements. He's got funding arrangements already set up. His bankers are going, okay, good. You got $4 billion in cash there, no problem. We'll be happy to lend you 30 odd, whatever more billion you need, 35 billion. You'll get the rest. No problem at all. And so all is well in the takeover of Twitter from that angle. The question now is regulatory, logistical, Congress, Justice Department, blah, 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 blah. He'll get it. He'll get it. If he's got the lawyers worth their fees, he'll get the company. But it'll take 3, 6, 9 months. But he'll get it. He'll get it. All right. There you go, everybody. That's the deal here. Welcome one, welcome all to the show, the channel, the dream, the hopes, the desires of greatness. Hope you guys are ready to make money. Bill, thank you. Jennifer, thank you, guys. Duncan, Nick, Olivia, Wing Commander, Christina, Dr. Walter, Sell My House. They're all here. You're all here. Nazareth, Jennifer, Gonzo is here, not your daddy's. Doobie, D. Gray, thank you all for being here. You're talking to each other, which is great. It's wonderful that you're here. I'm really happy you've come to join us. Appreciate you all joining us at the moment, and let's see what's going on. What else is happening here? The Amazon thing. Morning, Larry. The Amazon thing. There's conflicting stories coming out about Amazon. There's some analysts are going, yeah, they lost money for the first time in 7 years, and other analysts are going, if you just took the company and broke it apart into segments, the company individually, and then you put it all back together again, it's worth more money than what they're trading at. And that's true. That is true. But there's a problem, Houston. There's a problem. And that is the China problem already is causing Amazon to lose money in one sense. You take that Rivian truck thing, electric thing out of the way, they had more revenue come in gross, but they had more expenses come in gross, and so they didn't make any new money. This is only the beginning of the China problem. The China problem right now, in the middle of the quarter we're in, is way worse than what they had in the first quarter. And so what the analysts are not telling you is that Amazon's numbers are going to be even worse at the end of this quarter than the last quarter by a huge factor. This is what you got so far is just a little whiff of a problem. What's coming up is a nightmare of results. And the third quarter and the fourth quarter will also be complete nightmares for Amazon, because in Amazon's case, they don't ship one plane load of stuff over to America and have it distributed amongst Prime members, and that's how they make their money. No, it's dozens and dozens of flights per day, ship after ship of container load worth of stuff all the time. This is a high volume business. Amazon is a very high volume player. Why are there massive distribution centers all over the United States? Why do they announce at Christmas time, we're hiring 200,000 people? There's a reason. It's because of the millions upon millions upon millions of packages per week, per day that they are handling. And so the net profit per package for Amazon is pennies, but it's a high volume business of pennies. Right now, the high volume isn't coming. That's the problem with Amazon. That's what they're faced with right now. The problem of logistics out of the Asia region that is led by China, and it's only going to get worse. It's already bad now, and it isn't even reflected in the stock. It's going to get worse. So I'm sorry. Those of you who are looking to make a quick buck on Amazon on the 20-for-1 stock split, you may or may not be successful right away. You'll be successful in the long run, perhaps, but I don't know about right away. And I kind of wonder, will Amazon take a new tack in the next 3 years, 2 years? Will they eventually decide to break the company into 3 segments or into 2 segments? They'll have the shipping component over here, and then they'll have the juicy making money component over here. That's iCloud computing and all the other services. I don't know if that's a possibility. Well, right now they want to do a 20-for-1 split on the stock, but could they eventually take the stock and split it into 3 different units and give you 3 shares, Amazon 1, 2, and 3, each with its own name? Maybe they'll do that like IBM did. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Unbelievable. Aurora, Michael, good morning. Sean, how you doing? We'll see just what happens with all of this stuff. There is just so much going on. Michael, I wrote Apple 165 yesterday, expired today for $350 each, free money. They're going to expire worthless. You're going to be able to keep all of it, from what I can see here. This rant is making me eyeball the August 19 160 puts on Apple. There you go. Let's go. What else is happening? When is the next earnings call for Apple? 3 months from now. 13 weeks. That's when you bring your report card forward. It might be a good idea to buy a leap deep in the money and sell a poor man covered call for 13, 14 weeks right now for 165. That might be an idea. Let's see what else is going on. Credit Savage, good morning, my fellow simpletons and Uncle Bruce. I hope everyone is having a good one and you all make some money today. Right now, we're a minute away from opening up here. We're down 185 on the Dow, 50 on S&P, down 193 on NASDAQ. Oil up $1 a barrel right now. So it's negative everywhere at the moment. Let's see what happens. Stephen Swain is here. Thank you for thumbs up. 1, 2, 4. Thanks, you guys. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. Help me out with this channel. Help this channel get some traction. Build the following. I do appreciate it. Let the world in on what we're watching here so that they can join our party. Where else are we at? I want to take a quick peek here as we get ready to open right now. ATIP 166. Love it. Let's see if we can make money. Thank you all for being here today. Let's wrap this baby up. The bells are going and we're on our way. Thank you, Larry Titus. I'm sure you've rung the bells. I just haven't been able to keep up. There they are. And let's find out where we're at on this market right now. Just getting ready to start trading, and we'll watch for changes as this market gets going. Nicholas, do you still have the 4 for 3 deal, and how do I do it? Yes, I do. If you want 4 classes for the price of 3, simple. Go down below to my PayPal account down here. Make a donation, $299.99 US funds to that PayPal account. Then send me an email to brucefrommert@hotmail.com. That is my email address, and say, Bruce, I just sent you $299.99 on PayPal. Here are the 4 classes I would like on that 4 for 3 deal you've got. And then list the class numbers you want. And then I'll, at the end of this show, I'll send you your email with all of the links you need. If you want 8 classes for the price of 6, send me $600. If you want 12 classes for the price of 9, send $900 US, and I'll send you all 12 of them. We'll set you up. That's how you do it. Hope that works. Thank you to all of you who have already done this. Picking up, some of you have many have picked up 4. Some of you have picked up 6. One of you have picked up all 12, which is shocking, which is phenomenal. Thank you all very much. And we'll get you looked after as quick as possible. And now you can start learning how to write stock options in a market tailor-made to make money on stock option writing. Right now, ATIP 160 down a penny at the moment. Dow Jones down 108 points. Carvana up 53. Twitter up 51. Cyxtera down 52. Rocket Lab showing 25 cent gain at the moment. I'm showing SoFi up 7. GameStop down 138. AMC up 12. Matterport down 15. ME up a penny. Spire up a penny. Hycroft Mining down 1.6 cents. SmartRent up 21 cents. Pfizer up down 46, Hewlett Packard up 15, Robinhood 974 down 35 cents, Vanik down $4, Home Depot down 3, Texas Instruments down 158 to 174.20. Nicholas, I just got your PayPal. Thank you, sir. Send me an email. I'll get you your classes. IBM down 38 cents, Microsoft down $1, Apple down $1, Goldman up 58, Cisco down 27, Facebook up 165, Amazon down $305 to 25.86, Tesla up $28, Google down $34 at the moment. These are early quotes, only a few moments into the market. We'll see how this all settles in, and we'll get on with it. What else is happening here? Again, GameStop right now, $129.90 down 59 cents. ATIP at 161 at the moment, unchanged on just 8,000 volume. Not much going on here, but the CEO has been hired, is in there, and I'm expecting positive moves with this hire. This was the right person for the right company at the right time. I think they're making a brilliant move there. What else is going on? Options Nomads. We're number 124 on the thumbs up meter. Let's rock and roll. Absolutely, you guys. Let's keep you in the chips here. Alberto is here. Welcome, sir. DQ, I missed the last 30 minutes. How was the rant? Nicholas, thank you. Way to go, everybody. We're down 125 on the Dow. Carvana up 146. Twitter up 42. Sixtera down 52. We got Rocket Lab up 20 to 771. SoFi up 14 cents to 659. GameStop up now 109. AMC up 15 cents. So we've got some mixed results here at the moment. Early moments. We'll see how it all works out. U.S. consumer spending rises sharply, but inflation climbs almost as fast. A headline out of the markets at the moment. Again, not surprising to read these kinds of comments. Apple 163.66 up 3 cents after great results. I just think that there's going to be slippage here, more slippage. The higher it goes, option writing opportunities. That's my hunch. That's my take on it. I don't fear upside on Apple. I'm not afraid of a little pop here. I welcome it because I think it opens up the possibilities for some of you to write calls. Christina, got to wait for that 1030 dip. Why does the market drop every day at 1030? I don't know, Christina. Hey, Uncle B, why is BABA up 12%? I mean, come on. China's locked down. These factories closed. Because I believe what probably is going on in China right now is that the propaganda machine in Beijing is cranking up we are going to make sure that the country hits its GDP objectives and goals. And it wouldn't surprise me one iota if the Bank of China, through nominee accounts, is buying up the stock to make it look good. It's all manipulation. You can't prove it because they have closed books. You can't investigate trading. You can't investigate the actors who are playing over there. You don't ever, ever, ever see people arrested for manipulating stock prices in China. You never see it. If there's anyone doing it, they just didn't show up for work this week. We don't know where Charlie is. No idea whatever happened to Charlie. They just don't publicly disclose this stuff. Because it's embarrassing, and they want to be perceived as a world-class place where you can invest with complete and total confidence. But in reality, it's all propped up by the Beijing boys, and you want to put your faith in those guys? Knock yourself out. Good luck with that. All right, Christina, you got a good point. You have something there. I'll tell you one of the reasons why 10:30 might be the timing. I think that's when Europe closes every day. The European exchanges close in the afternoon their time, which is in the morning, an hour into the American time. And a lot of the European speculators who are based in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and Asia, they want to close out positions to take the weekend off or take the night off or just be done for the day. And what they're doing is a lot of trading in the first 1 hour before we open in the pre-market here and the first hour of the open between cross trades, between Europe positions and US positions. And then after 10:30 is over, all those players are gone. They're done for. They're finished. Their day is over. And a percentage of them, a high percentage of them, don't trade anymore for the rest of the day. And so the US market finds that there's a lot of activity in the first hour and then it kind of gets quiet. And then all of a sudden, there's no support bids anymore. The liquidity is off, and you get these potential down dips. And that's one of the reasons I think, Christina, what's going on, just to kind of answer that question of yours on a delayed basis, okay? All righty. Bama Babe, Christina, have you also noticed the interesting movement at noon as well? Okay, there you go. There's all kinds of reasons for it. Obviously, hedge funds do not only trade during European hours. If you're a hedge fund based in Europe, you trade globally. You have people at your trading desks in Zurich, in London, Frankfurt, Madrid, wherever you're located there, with maybe branch offices. Some of these branch offices, but certainly head office, they're open 24 hours a day to trade New York and Asia and Europe 24/7. Over the counter, pre-market, post-market, during the market, all the time. They're always able to trade. But there are a lot of retail investors that will wake up in Europe, trade the European market, maybe even trade some Asia market, late Asia, early European market through the day, which includes the first hour of the American markets opening up. And so you have this double whammy trading going on. And then they pack it in when Europe shuts down, and they're done for the day. And they don't bother trading US anymore because they don't trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so that can affect the liquidity here. And that's sometimes what happens. That's sometimes what we see. Okay. All righty. Thank you all. We're now unchanged on ATIP. The Dow down 125 right now. Carvana now down 15 cents to 64.22. Twitter off 11 cents. Sextera down 52. We have Rocket Lab up 17. We got SoFi up a nickel. GameStop 129 down 31 cents. AMC down a penny. Matterport down 4. ME up 2.5 cents. Spire down 2. Hycroft Mining unchanged basically. Smart Rent up 7. Pfizer down $1.03 to 49.48, couldn't hold 50. Hewlett Packard up 56 cents to 38.14. Robinhood at 9.63, down 40 odd. Vanik down 226. Home Depot 108 lower. Texas Instruments down 40 cents. IBM off a buck. Microsoft down 32. Apple down 14 to 163.50. Goldman down 141. Cisco down 20. Facebook up 5. Amazon down 322. Tesla up $22. Google down 24. The market's trying to hang on and not really back off. But I think the problem here for the market is we had a good day yesterday. Yes, we had a bad day earlier this week. We had a bad week this week. Options expired today. Lots of unwinding of positions being done and repositioning going on. New positions being taken on. Contracts for next week, the week after, and so on. And so we're getting this turnover. But I think as the morning wears on, I think money is going to come off the table. I think more money is going to come off the table for the weekend, not be in the market during the weekend. And then on Monday morning, everyone's on a wait and see pattern to see what's going on, what's been happening, and then decide what to do from there. So we may have a bit of a pullback today as the profit takers will come in from yesterday's nice run. Anyone who was shorting Apple yesterday, shorting other FANG stocks is pretty happy right now, and they may find that that down dip could accelerate and there could be some backing off going on. That's what might be going on here at the moment. We'll find out. All right. Uncle Bruce, you mentioned that you might do a new lesson about stink bids. Is it possible to get the lesson with the 4-for-3 deal? No. What's going to happen is I'll do the lesson next week, Saturday. The 4-for-3 deal will be over by then. And that class will be held live on Saturday next week. For those of you who want in, it's going to run you $150 if you want to join. Then it will go to my my editor for editing, and that won't be ready until the next week, Wednesday or so. And then by the next week, Wednesday, it'll get uploaded, and anyone who wants to get that class, you can just get it off the website for $100, and you're on your way. Right now, this 4-for-3 deal is going to expire by next week before the lesson comes up because it'll have been a couple of weeks offer. And so you get your hands on those, be done with that, and then when the new class comes up, you can add that later, either as a live participant or as a just an acquirer of the lesson, the next Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. By the time we'll be close to being in London by the time that lesson is up, and we'll continue on. And then I may do a lesson from Europe. We'll see how things go. Anyway, there you go. Good morning, all from John. Says, Uncle Bruce, my first put option. My first put credit spread expires today. Goldman Sachs at 310 and 305. Is it better to let it expire or buy and sell to close this afternoon? You want to buy. You want to buy and close out. You want to close out the position. Don't have any expiring and anything in the money or anything like that. Close it out for your maximum profit if you've got one, and then move on from there. That's how I would do it. Rob, Tiff, did you just stink bid Uncle Bruce for a stink bid class? You sure need the class, don't you? As Flair, Meta starts with a good day, and I was full of hope at 204. That'll take a profit at 202. Rob, the red in my portfolio says yes. Nick, Uncle Bruce, will Texas Instrument drop is being held up. I need to drop below 169. I think it's coming off. I am not overly optimistic that there's a big run here about to take place on Texas. It's off $1 at the moment to 174.82. It hit 175.48. The low so far 173.59. I think the low 160s is reachable. Not today, but is reachable. The question now is the supply chain issues that everyone else is slowly talking about will be talked about here, and Texas Instruments will feel the cold from all of that. That's my hunch. So you pick your spot, my friend. If you can pull off the buyback, you just want to break even on it. I don't think it's going to take much for you to break even on it, but you may actually make money. Come on, SoFi, you can hit $7, says Credit Savage. Earnings is in 2 weeks, and the numbers are going to blow it out of the water. I'm thinking we touch $10 after that call. I bought back all my covered calls just in time. Yay. Well, let's hope for the best and look for it. We're at 654, up 9 right now. Come on, SoFi. Let's take it to the moon. Uncle Bruce, please look into my puppy's eyes. Can you really say no to him? I mean, really, can you say no to my puppy? No. Splayer, Uncle Bruce, does it look like a dead cat bounce at Meta? Oh, Bruce, you're so cruel to puppies. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. 209 on Facebook, up 351. I don't have a lot of faith in the upside of this stock. Thinking 180 to 190 is the home, maybe lower. Just a question of this market. If it does what I think it's going to do, and that's go lower before we go higher, we're going to have issues here. Well, we'll see. Time will tell. It's 209.56. Look, you can write some nice calls on Facebook right now. There's no doubt about that. ATIP at 160, down a penny. Dow Jones down 138.98. We're up 103 on S&P. We're down 140 on NASDAQ, and that's Amazon. That is Amazon right there. Oil up 125. Apple 162.47 now, down 119. The high of the day on Apple, it got up to 164.84, but 260 ago. It's backed off now, and the low 160.80, and I think we're going to go lower. Bruce hates puppies. There it is. It's official. I hate puppies. I can't stand them. They're the worst. Here's a shining example of one of them right now. I hate puppies. I can't stand them. I'm a pussycat lover. Puppies. Bruce hates puppies. Rob's laughing. John, look at all those 650s for SoFi today. Blair, I hold my short. Thanks for help with crossing my arms. Wing, is it feasible to write a covered call on GameStop just before the weekend, looking at May 13, 22 between 130.35? Sure it is. Anytime you want. That one hurts, says Tiff. Mike, Apple behaving perfectly. There you go. 162.78. Rob 3.598. Open interest on SoFi 650 expiring today. Wow. Clay, he actually just had stock footage just sitting there. He was just waiting. He was just waiting to attack us on that. Bobby, commercial break. We had once a puppy crossing between a puppy and a Rottweiler. Damn, it was so cute. John, Rob, on SoFi finished above 650 today. What are your thoughts? Christina, I sold 10 SoFi at 6.5. Michael, I haven't written any, but I bet money SoFi closes under 650 today. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, send a stink payment for a class while I wait for a bite on the 305 stink as well. Beach Boy, you're the first to register for the class, even though I haven't officially opened registrations for the class. But you're in there. Very good. I will make a list now of those of you sending me $150 to be in the class next Saturday. Class number, believe it or not, number 13, lucky number 13. Gabriel, you're in. Okay. got you there. If you want to get into the class next week, send me a $150 donation on PayPal, and I will add you to the list. All right. Okay, Rob, John, good question, man. I really don't know. Let's see, not your buddy, fastest 10 grand I've ever made. Thanks. Amazon, Christina. Whoa, John, Mike, I'm with you. There you go. Down 139 on the Dow. Over on ATIP, we're at up a half a penny now, 161 and a half. Carvana 66.44, up $2. Twitter up 3 cents. Xterra down 18. Rocket Lab was still holding a 22-cent gain, 773. SoFi 657, up 12. GameStop 128.03, now down 113 here, 128.18. AMC is up a nickel. Matterport is unchanged at 594. ME 317, up about 8 cents. Spire looks like it's unchanged. Smart Rent is up 9 cents to 512. Pfizer 49.50, down a buck. Hewlett Packard up 35 cents to 37.93. Robinhood, believe it or not, up a dime to 10.19. I don't know who's buying and why. Vanik down 168, Home Depot down 138, Texas Instruments down 59 cents, IBM down 133, Microsoft down a buck and a half, Apple up 48 cents, Goldman down $2, Cisco off 16 cents, Facebook up 549 to 211, Amazon down $361 to 25.29, near the low of the day. We've got a Tesla up $33 to $911, and Google is down $16. Bed Bath Beyond up 11, BlackBerry up 5, Royal Caribbean at 80.90, up 21 cents. We got Target down 173, JP Morgan down 13, Costco down $5, Walmart down $1, Nvidia down a buck. Walt Disney at $115 a share and not going anywhere. American Airlines down a nickel, 19.38. Netflix up 3 to 202. We got Moderna down, up $5 to 148. That is where we're at right now at the moment. A question from Alberta. What is the class covering? The class is going to go into depth about stink bids, stink offers, and psychology of the market players. I'm going to get into stuff like what people are thinking out there, investors, about options and about stocks when certain factors are happening. For example, we have a good day going on, the psychology of all the players. We have a bad day going on. What's the psychology? We have had a good day. It's turning into a bad day. We had a bad day. It's turning into a good day. We have institutional psychological thinking going on. We've got stink bid strategies on how to buy back calls, stink offer strategies on how to offer calls and or stock, same thing. But you've got to understand the big picture of the psychology of the option player out there, not you, the writer, the saps that are buying from you and that you're buying back from later, those people. You've got to understand their mentality and their thinking when an option has a year to go, 6 months to go, 3 months to go, a month to go, a week to go, a day to go, and whether it's out of the money, at the money, or in the money. There's all of this to understand. We're going to cover a lot of this stuff. You guys are going to have a lot of questions for me. I am certain of that. So we'll cover that. If you'd like to be part of the live class next week, Saturday, then send me $150 to my PayPal account and we will register you in. And I'll give you details on timing and everything when I know it, because I haven't even set it up yet. I've just announced it today, and Beach Boy just decided, well, here's $150. I'm in, man. I don't care what time you do it. I'm there. So there you go. We'll get that going. All right. Love to have you. I think you'll find it interesting. I think you'll enjoy it. And you have any thoughts or suggestions on any other topic you want me to cover during the class, let me know. This is your chance, and I'll try to cover as much of it as I can. Okay. Rob, way to give away Beach Boy's name on the air, Bruce. Way to go. Shut up. Alberto Alves Stink Bits. John, if it closes with all those cover calls and the money, that would be a huge win. To me, it would be the grip is loosening. Michael, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'd love to see it close above. Beach Boy. Rob, I guess I'll have to quit my Mossad day job now. Oh, shut up, you guys. I'm doing the best I can under pressure here. Leave me alone. Yeah, if it ends over 650, I'm not writing any cover calls on SoFi until it hits $10. Same as John. Rob Beach Boy. Good thing you're making enough money trading options to do this. I knew Beach Boy was a spy, said John. Credit Savage. SoFi hits 665. Come on, 670. Nicholas, look at SoFi go. Oh my, 668, baby. Bond, Beach Boy. Bond. There you go. Beach Boy is a CIA triple agent. Alberto, Rob, thanks. Asking because I'll be traveling headed to Seattle to board an Alaskan cruise. I'll buy once I'm back. Beach Boy is the Zohan. Dave, the Mac guy. I'm the only one here that likes my job. Am I the only one? Beach Boy, Rob, what about the nice people hate? No, what about the nice people? CIA will have to do some serious recruitment now. Jennifer, why do I have the feeling that this is a pump before the usual morning dump? Credit Savage, Michael, laughing here. Alberto, Beach Boy, a spy. Holy smokes, I had a feeling. Wing Commander, which time does the class start? Shut up. I'll get back to you. John, Dave the Mac guy, I like my job. I don't like it that I'm making someone else rich. Rob, why is that when Bruce tells me to shut up, I laugh out loud? Our SPACs are green, but the market is red. What does that mean? I don't understand. I don't know. I bought back my SoFi 650s for today at the best time. There you go. Oh, man. 670 on your SoFi. 161 on ATIP, unchanged. The Dow down 122. Carvana up 3. Twitter up 26. Xterra down 15. Rocket Lab up 29. SoFi up 25 cents to 670. GameStop down 20 cents. AMC up 38, Matterport up 9, ME up 7.5, Spire up 2. We got Smart Rent up 15 cents. Pfizer down 55, and Hewlett Packard up 49. Robinhood up 19 cents right now. All right, we're down on all three indexes now. They were higher, and now they're negatory. We're off. We're up 90. We're off 90 on the Dow, off 30 on S&P, and we're down 60 on Nasdaq at the moment. All right, there is where we're at right at the moment in time. Okay. Tiff, based on the rants, I assume that at least 1/10 of us here are Chinese spies. Wooly, good morning, Vietnam. Austin, how was your date with Destiny last night? How did that work out? 36-point drop on the Dow, and SoFi holding 671. GameStop 130 a share, up 69 pennies at the moment. That is where we're at. John, oh yeah, Fuzzy Lip Grandma, what's going on? Beach Boy, Tiff, XIZ is watching. He is watching, right? Or he's got someone watching. I'm sure he does. Oh, gee whiz. What can I say? The U.S. stocks are on track with a lower Friday opening for the worst month since March 2020. And guess what that was? The virus. Shutdowns. That was the worst month way back. And that was a bad one. That took a while to recover, but we did. 129.97. GameStop up 66. SoFi 671 now, up 26 cents. That is just about the high of the day of 672 on 5.3 million shares on your SoFi. ATIP 161 right now on 60,000 shares. The Dow is now down 13 points only. Carvana up 360. Twitter up 37 at the moment. We're up 94 on GameStop. Apple 165.60 holding a 180 gain. We have a dead cat bounce on some of these guys. That's kind of what I'm thinking, especially the big caps. We'll watch for more excitement here as we go on. I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon has a bit of a bump. Eventually, it just can't go just straight down. But at the moment, it is showing, Anton, you're in the class. Right now, it's showing down 349 on Amazon. We have Anton coming into the class. Way to go, buddy. All these spies are being revealed to the world. You can't hide anymore. There you go. Oh, thank you guys. What else going on? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Fuzzy Lip Grandma, says John. You've been reported, Tiff. Look out for the fish truck. Rob, I had nightmares last night of hairy lips. Jeez. down a dark alley. What does that mean, Bruce? Hairy chip lips are chasing me down a dark alley. What does it mean? Where's Coyote? I miss his wit. Oh, no. By the way, ATIP up 2 pennies to 163. The Dow down 12 at the moment. SoFi 674 up 29. Tiff, do you guys and girls think that some folks who sold Hood today are putting their money in SoFi now, maybe? DQ, Rob, it means Austin was stealing beer out of your fridge. That's what that means. He's more than welcome to it, says Rob. Wing, that was me, Uncle Bruce. Looking forward to the class. Wing Commander, right on, buddy. You're in to win. Looking forward to having you, and you're definitely getting a spot reserved for the class. Slayer, is Duncan already commenting today? I think Duncan was here for the other show, the first one, the trading alert. He was here for that. But I'm sure he's lurking at all times. He might be in someone's fridge right now taking the beer. So watch out. Watch your fridge. 163.5 up 2.5 cents on ATIP now. That's pushing 164, the high of the day here. We're on 80,000 volume. So we're going higher on ATIP again. The Dow is up 3. Carvana up 4. Twitter up 33 cents. Sextera down 14 cents. Rocket Lab 777 up 26. SoFi 668 up 23. GameStop is at 130.08, up 77 cents. AMC is up 32 cents. Matterport is at 607, up 13. ME up 319.5, up 9.5 pennies. Spire is at 170 a share, up 3.5 cents, 170.5. Highcroft Mining up 1.5 pennies. Smart Rent up 13 to 516 now. We got some stocks moving here. Texas Instruments still down 11. IBM down 60, Microsoft off 229, Apple up 227 to 165.91. Goldman down 33 cents, Cisco down a nickel, Facebook up 496. Amazon still down 355.94, still getting hammered. Tesla up $50 right now to $927. Google down $14 right now. That's where we got this market, 163 to 164 on ATIP, with the Dow now negative 25 points. Just went into a little sell program here as we are watching this market jump around a little bit here. That's what we're seeing going on at the moment, okay? Keeping eyes on all kinds of stuff here. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see if I can work this. Can I work that? I'm trying to work everything. Used to be a lot easier working all this stuff. It's not that easy anymore. Working a few more things. Just don't mind me, folks. I'm just rearranging my display on my telephone to just get this working just the way I want it. Keeping an eye on key stocks and developments. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for being here today. Appreciate it. There we go. See if we can make that fit. Okay. Excuse me. Bama Babe. Did you see the article I posted on Uncle Bruce's Facebook that compared Hood to SoFi, saying SoFi is a better bet? Rob Coyote did say his grandfather gave him a drinking problem. He might be just in your fridge right now. Nicholas, I just checked my fridge. Is there a beer missing? What the hell, Duncan? What's going on? Alberto is laughing. Credit Savage. Uncle Bruce is sounding like a man that's about to take a trip to Europe and is filled with excitement. I have a request. One show with Big Ben as the backdrop. Do you think you can pull that off? Beach Boy, wait, Duncan, that beer is for Grandma. Take the other one. Hey, has anyone asked how Fuzzy is doing this morning? I wonder, John, Grandma drinks the Schlitz. Take the IPA. Rob, the Credit Savage. How about a show in a pub, and every time someone makes a profit on the show, Bruce has a shot? How about that? Now we got a show here. Tiff, Bama Bay, I do not use Facebook, but the article was linked on Market Watch. My first thought was, where is the point in comparing a turd to a gold bar? What is the point of that? Dave, Michael, did you buy back your Apple 165s for today, or are you going to let it ride? Credit, Rob, that's counterproductive. LSD would be much better. Bama Babe is laughing out loud. DQ, rumor is Austin has the mustache this morning. Michael, Dave, I bought them back at open for 50 cents a piece. There you go. Where are we at now? We're up 2 pennies at 163 on ATIP. We're down 33 on the Dow. We're down 22 on S&P. Nasdaq's off 45. We got Twitter at 49.48, up 35 cents. Rocket Lab at 7.79, up 28. We got SoFi up 24 to 6.69. GameStop up 66 cents to 129.97. Carvana up 3.38. AMC up 31 cents. Matterport up 14 cents. Make that 15 now at 6.09. Cyxtera down 14 cents to 12.51. Over on ME, we're up 9.5 to 319.5. Spire's up 4 to 171. Smart Rent up 11 cents at 5.14 right now. Those are some of the big markets there. Other than that, let's take a look here. Texas Instruments down 40 cents. IBM down 60 cents. Microsoft off $3. Apple up 140 to 165.06. Goldman down a dime. Cisco down a dime. Facebook at 210, up 476. Amazon down 353. Tesla up 52, and Google down $14. There's where a bunch of our favorites are right now. 163 on ATIP, up a couple of pennies this morning for the moment, and we're 56 points lower on the Dow. Down 22 now on S&P. And now I'm going to rephrase all of this. We're down 60 points on the Dow. We're up 100. We can't be up 100 on S&P. That is impossible. We're down 45 on NASDAQ. So we've got a glitch here on our systems. Something is glitching because we're not up 2.4% on the S&P when everything else is down. There's no way that could be correct. We'll see what happens with the glitch. Figure it out. Give it a little bit of time, and we'll be fine. All right, moving on. Let's see. Michael is thinking that I do believe Apple will close under 165. Not worth the risk to me, though. Rob, come on, GameStop. Where's that morning drop? I want to buy these at 130s. Nice work, says Alberto to Michael. Beach Boy Rob, that makes two of us. DQ down to 25 on S&P. TIFFs, but seriously, SoFi and Robinhood only have a small overlap, and SoFi's broker business is smallish right now, so I think compare Apple and Oranges right at the point. Beach Boy, except for that one, I got the 140s. I got those, baby. H. Gregory, waiting to buy back Apple 165s for today, too. Michael, just nice to have something I can write on. Floodgates will open once SoFi, Spire, Rocket Lab are writable. There you go, man. For sure. 163 on ATIP, up a couple of pennies. The Dow down 62. Here we go. S&P down 28, 29 points. NASDAQ down 63 right now. All right. That is what's going on at the moment. Oil up 134 barrel. Twitter holding a 72-cent gain to 49.84, approaching $50. Rocket Lab 778 up 27. SoFi now 672 up 27 cents on SoFi. 668 just saw it go through. The high today is 675. We've had 6.5 million trade so far on SoFi. GameStop 129.55 up 24 cents. Carvana up 217. AMC holding a 19-cent gain. Apple up 141 to 165.11 is where we're at the moment. Picked up more Spire at the open, says John. Scott, good morning all. Just swooping in to report. I bought back my SoFi Carvana cash secured puts for nice profits each. Is that 90%? I've completed my 5 Googles. I got my 5 shares. Thinking about Amazon next. Loving my shiny new ATIP shares. Thank you, Uncle B. Way to go, Scott. Nice job. Alberto, Uncle, I have enough to write 3 covered calls on Google now. I want to buy 10 more. Should we wait? Put on your aluminum hat and decipher the dip or bump. So you want to write 3 covered calls on Google now. Let me take a peek at this over here. So, okay, I'm not sure what your strategy is here. I want to buy 10 more. Should we wait? So, okay, so you get enough stock. I'm assuming what's happening is you have enough shares now that you will have 300 shares after the split. Am I getting this right? And you're thinking about buying 10 more. So that'll get you another 200 shares after the split, putting you at 500. I'm assuming this is what's going on here. I think, yeah, look, it's down $24 at 23.63. The high of the last year, 3,042. The low of 22.30. We're at 23.60. So it is not, overpriced or anything like that. I mean, the last month's declines have been phenomenal, from 2,800 here to 2,300. 3 months ago, my God, back in, was it Feb 2nd, we're at 2,900. Now we're at 2,300. So, I mean, it's come back, obviously. The highs were in October, November at 3,000. So you are getting this for, 25% off the high, no doubt about it. Look, you can put in a stink bid for this stuff or just track it. You may find it at 2,250 again. You may find it down here. I can't say. I mean, 2,230 is a low. Buying at 2,360 is lowish, right? Divide this by 20. All right, divide everything by 20. You're talking about the low of $110 a share and a high of $150. There's a $40 range. Right now at 2,363, you're buying under 120 bucks a share. So long-term hold, option writing strategies, there you go. But you don't have to buy it today. I mean, you don't have to buy it today. But if the market later today or during the day today gives up some ground, and at the moment we're off on these indexes, more ground being given up makes for a better buy for you. Probably the way to consider it. So, but does today have to be the day? No, maybe Monday or Tuesday is your best day. I can't predict that at the moment. I just think that there's nothing to worry about as far as it running away on you. I don't think that's going to happen at the moment. Not at the moment. Okay. All right. Do the best we can here. Tiff, besides one company is rich and growing, and the other is shrinking and struggles to pay its lawyer bills. So you don't get how Robinhood is over $5 right now. I'm with you there, Obama Babe. DQ, I've been trying to grow a mustache ever since you said it brings one luck. I'll let you know how it goes. Of course, I may lose my boyfriend over this, but I'm not. But not if I'm making money. He'll stick around and tolerate a beard, I'm imagining. Rob, Scott Brewer, nice. Michael Greger, you'll be able to get out real cheap here. Alberto, Bama, laughing. Rob, Bama, even if you lose your boyfriend, your lucky mustache will get you a better one. Or will it? Will it really? Will you get a better boyfriend that worships mustaches on women? I mean, really? Is that true? I don't know. I'm not sure. Dow's down 115 now. We're 34 lower on S&P and we're 83 lower on NASDAQ. We are backing off on this market. Apple 164.73, up $1.08. Clay, with the big cap stocks like Amazon, Netflix, and such having bad earnings, I decided to buy some puts on the Spider ETF SPY May 6th 400 strike. Do you think S&P will drop considerably next week? Considerably, I don't know. Volatility is there. Yes. Can it? Sure. Will it? That's the question. We are going to get an interest rate bump from the Fed soon. We are not going to hear great things out of China for sure. So the odds are lower S&P, which should make you okay. But time will tell. John Alberto, accountant, must have walked by again. Let's see. Everyone's laughing out loud here. Obama, I can deal with a fuzzy wuzzy long as you keep making the money. Alberto, Uncle, no. I don't have enough to start writing open the split. Upon the split. I don't have enough to start writing upon the split. Okay, so now I'm completely confused. Alberto's saying yes, sir. He's laughing. Let's see. Clay should note I bought my Spider puts for 124, and I'm up slightly on those. Alberto, John, my question sometimes make no sense. Reason why I remove my account is the best. LL, SoFi had issues with their Android app, but they're back to normal today. Alberto is laughing and crying. John, it's funny that you delete it and yet Uncle Bruce reads it anyway. Well, it's there. John, I know. Again, my fingers are faster than my brain. Austin told her I had a head cold. Here we go. Austin.
I'm only thinking of you, Grandma.
What happened with Grandma? I told her I had a head cold and gave her a fist bump. She looked pissed. Jen is here just in time to get the update as to what happened last night. Oh no! Credit Savage. Oh, Bama Babe. Once it grosses around 1/10 of an once it grows. Okay, just hold us. Bama Babe is thinking I should grow one of these too, but I might lose my boyfriend. But then if I'm making money, I probably won't lose my boyfriend. And others are saying, well, yeah, if you're making money, you'll attract all kinds of other boyfriends. And I'm saying, are you sure you want those other kinds of boyfriends that are attracted to a woman with a mustache? I mean, really? So now, Credit Savage, Bama Babe, once it grows to 1/10 of an inch, let us know every trade you make. We're going to be rich. Forget the rabbit's foot. Rob, Austin, now laugh out loud. Nice, you know where you're getting an extra sloppy one next time.
Yeah,
Austin, you're in such trouble. She's loading up. Tiff, you know, one day when SoFi hits $100 and we're all rich, there will be an IRS agent in this chat. IRS agent taking notes. Right. Yes, he's going to want to know, how can I get rich? How can I join these people? They seem to be having all this fun. Why am I working for the IRS? What am I, nuts? Bama, what do you think? Scott, gotta go. I'll try to catch you in the afternoon. In the meantime, eat veggies, drink water, and take a walk, says Scott. Alberta, Bama, I dated a Cuban girl that had to shave her mustache weekly. We lasted until I felt the stubble.
Yeah. That's like on your legs, you forget to shave, and then it's just severe tired.
Michael is laughing. Alberto is loving it. Cody, look at how much our SPACs are outperforming. The covering is real. John, oh my God, laughing my butt off here. Peeing my pants now, says John. Pappy J is the boyfriend. Alberta, good morning. Tia, good morning. Auntie Jennifer is laughing. Not your daddy's doobie. This has been one hell of a run of great shows. Rob, just keep us updated on the mustache progress, please. John, man, this chat is the best. Membership secured. Uncle Bruce. Bama Babe, what happened? The new photo with my mustache did not pop up. Let me try again.
It was blocked by YouTube.
Oh, heads up to the group. Wall Street Bets is talking and watching SoFi. Oh, good. Good. Let him talk it up. 660 up 15 cents. Let's talk some more, please. Yeah. Down 185 on the Dow. We're up 3 cents on ATIP. GameStop 127.99, down 132. Apple at 164.25, only up 66 cents. Pappy, will do. Rob, I think it could take up to a day to update on the Google servers. Bama Babe, dang it, she says. Oh, my gosh. How you doing, Andy, Jen? How's it going?
I'm good. Last day of April.
Yeah.
The weather's lovely. Birds are losing their brains outside, just tweeting away.
That's true. We're hearing it. We're going to be in the 60s here, 70s next week. We're hitting finally 70s. Finally.
Yes.
Took till May.
Well, and I think we're really close to not going below 0 at night for
Close.
a while.
Close.
We're close.
Closer.
We might be a -1, but
right.
We're going to be positive, which is so good.
I'm watching the weather in London closely to see the high temperatures, and I've noticed that 2 weeks ago it was constantly in the upper 50s. Now I'm noticing in the lower 60s constantly. So, London is becoming summer. Obviously, we get there the second week of May. It's kind of summer now.
It's spring.
It's coming.
Spring.
It's coming. Longest day of the year, first week of June. Hello.
I know.
So 60s and then 70s, but then we'll be in Amsterdam and then.
Will we be able to go to Stonehenge and dance naked around the rocks?
It's not
the equinox.
It's not Stonehenge. It's Stonehenge. Stonehenge. Yeah. No, I think what we'll do is we'll order up some of those models that the guys at Spinal Tap.
In our room.
We'll just have them put in our room, and then we'll dance around them in little mini kilts. Because at 4'8",
it's perfect.
We don't need the big full size.
You could use it as a little chair.
I could use it as a little chair, a little footrest.
Just a little sit down.
Line them up just for the big old, equinox
Or
thing.
you could jump them.
I could jump them. I
Instead of a barrel jump, it would be a stem end jump.
We're thinking. We're looking at getting Jennifer one of those scooters, those
I
four-wheel.
could do it on a scooter.
We'll set her up where an Evel Knievel type jump. We'll make a video about it. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Remember we were talking not that long ago about how there are no Evel Knievel characters?
Yeah.
And just to disprove me, we had those two guys jump out of planes.
Out of the planes. The Red Bull guys.
Yeah.
Now they're being charged by the FAA with endangering and reckless operating.
Because the FAA didn't hear about it before it happened.
Had no idea that these guys are going to dive two planes on purpose, jump out of them, and jump back into them. Yeah, they had no clue this was coming up. Yeah, this is all. It's a shock, a complete shock to us. We had no idea. Apple 163.70, only up 12 cents. The Dow now down 265. We are now falling off as I thought we would. We're down 52 on the S&P. We're down 152 on NASDAQ as we back it up. Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting story. Michael, can I look? Alberto, Obama, babe, even with a mustache, I'm certain you will be fine. Obama.
No, I think that's fine.
Fine. Something to look forward to next week. Obama, babe with a mustache. Not your Doobie's daddy, daddy's Doobie. Tesla needs to get back below 900 to make daddy happy. Splitter, I have a mustache, and well, actually, we could stick together, Obama, the mustache gang. By the way, I just like the mustache of YouTuber Unnecessary Inventions, and I want to try it too. Michael, DQ, whoa, I was on a call and just saw Bama Babe is growing a mustache. What is in this coffee mug? Rob, the 10:30 dip is a bit early. It's happening. Stay above 650 SoFi, Alberto DQ. It's Death Wish Coffee. We're at 10:20 with 10 minutes to go until the 10:30 dip, and the dip is on. We're down 286 on the Dow. We're down 51 in S&P, 146 on NASDAQ. ATIP is holding 163.5, up 2.5 cents. Twitter up 90 at 50.01. Rocket Lab up 15. SoFi holding 12-cent gain to 657. GameStop down 196 to 127.35. And Apple right now 163.84, up 20 cents, just barely holding the gain at the moment. John Anderson, hi, Jen. And John Bickman, good coffee. There you go. We're down 287 on the Dow, going for 300 right now.
I heard on the radio that part of the offer for now my brain's just
Twitter
gone to hell. Yes, for Twitter involves Tesla stock. Have you heard that?
Well, he's using stock as margin to bankroll some of his backing up of the company. Now, of course,
that makes more sense.
When he buys the entire company, in theory, if it were to remain a public company, which it can't because he's buying up all the stock.
See your tummy.
What?
I can see your tummy.
Well, thank you, but they can't. They don't see that kind of grotesque stuff. They see the logo. Well, thanks for pointing it out, though. Everybody's happy about this.
Your tummy.
That's it. I'm turning the camera on her. I'm putting her on the air. You keep this up.
I'll
just cover my face. Anyway, Twitter's going private. So he can't margin Twitter stock because he'll buy it all, but he can't margin it, right? Yeah. So he's got to margin what's publicly traded and liquid. Well, that's Twitter. That's Tesla. Yeah. So he's got to put that. But if Tesla goes to 750, 800, which is where I think it's going, he's margining less value.
Right.
On some, but he's got a ton of it, and he's got options for a ton more.
Right,
but the options are at higher prices, so he needs the Tesla stock to go higher, so his options become
exercisable.
They become, what's the word I'm looking for? Vested. He gets the vesting of these because the market cap of Tesla dictates how many more shares of Tesla he gets, and then it's a self-feeding prophecy. The problem right now with Shanghai down or greatly restricted. Berlin just starting, Texas just starting. He isn't at full capacity on production. That holds Tesla down, which keeps the margin in play. And so the timing might not be perfect to take over a $43 billion company. Just saying. Yeah. But on the other hand, what he might do is he could very quickly, after taking Twitter over, indicate that he might make Twitter a public company. And he might then do a secondary offering of Twitter
Right.
after he makes some structural changes and adjustments. If he can bump the revenues like Twitter's been bumping its revenues higher, if he could bump them higher, take them public at $60 billion, sell off 40% of the company, or sell off, say, a whole bunch of Class A shares with 1 vote, keep in his pocket a bunch of Class B shares with 100 votes each. He's got 85% of the votes, letting 15% out, and he brings in $25 billion, puts it into his jeans, and he's only into this thing for 15. He could do that. I don't know.
It's not a bad scenario.
Yeah, he'll get richer. Let's figure it at that. Let's leave it at that. He's probably going to get richer in the long run. By the way, the Dow's down 331 right now.
How about a hangnail?
Oh no, a hangnail. Oh no, the end of the world.
It is.
Tough times.
I have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, see a doctor immediately. Canadian healthcare, thank God it's included.
I had a hangnail. Well, do I have to wait here a while?
Can I sit in the emergency for a hangnail? How long do I have to wait for you to get me in? Apple just went negative. We're down 18 cents on Apple, 163.45. The dead cat bounce may have happened. That might have been it. We'll see. Look at ATIP up to 163 a share. SoFi 659 up 14. GameStop is red, down 240 at 126.91. And Bruce is hiccuping like crazy. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here.
I'm very sad this morning.
You're very sad this morning. Why are you very sad this morning?
The Canadian mixed doubles lost to Norway this morning.
In a playoff?
Yeah.
They're gone.
They're gone.
They're out.
Which means they don't even get to play in the semifinals. And yesterday, she made 2 of the most
spectacular shots.
Ridiculous shots.
So the mixed doubles is like a guy and a gal. A guy and a gal playing, and they were what, 8-1 or 9-2?
10-1.
They had a great round robin, and they got eliminated right away. First game in the playoffs, you're
Norway.
out. Goodbye. There you go. That's how curling works sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Played the Americans last night. She had a ridiculous shot. So, of course, her partner fist bumps her, and then the other team
the skip of the American team fist bumps the Canadian gal.
At the end of the game, he said, we were in it until the 6th. And when you did that screw you shot.
Calling a spade a spade.
That's right.
Yeah. Pretty good camaraderie there.
Yeah,
Very
he's a
good.
funny guy.
It is.
He has a following of curlers who dress like him because he's got the long hair and he's got the man bun and he's got the green baseball cap that he wears.
The American curler. Yeah, he's got a following.
He's got a following. The entire team's dressed like him now.
There you go.
He says curling isn't fun.
That's right.
So what are you going to have for the last day of the month?
What am I going to do for the last
day of Ramadan?
What to have? I wonder. You know what I'm leaning towards? Scrambled egg with that scrambled egg and ham, toasted bagel.
Do you think you had that on Monday?
Maybe on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Are you bookending the week here?
I don't know. I had that earlier this week. It was so good. I think I'm going to do it again.
I can do that.
Can't find Welch's grape jelly, so I might as well get that. I'm going to England. Maybe I could find some there. I don't know.
Oh, we'll find some.
Do the English have anything good on toast over there? Like
marmalade.
I'll tell you what. Across the street from our hotel, there's a bagel place.
Is there?
Yep. Directly across the street from the hotel.
So would that be like a London bagel or a New York bagel?
I'll let you know. We'll find out. Stay tuned. I'll let you. We'll head on over there.
Watch this spot.
We'll run it. We'll run video on that. We'll put it on the channel. Bagels, a bagel in
You
London.
think we can get a toaster in the room, or is that just a Canadian thing?
Don't like your chances.
I'm not crazy about your chances either.
Yeah.
It might just be warm.
It's a warmed up
It's
bagel.
a warm bagel.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Okay, I go to
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so much. We are down 350 on the Dow. We are still falling. The 1030 dip is about to happen. We got a helicopter going over it. That's true. We've got S&P down 60 points and the Nasdaq down 172. So the Dow's off 1.06%, and Nasdaq down 134, and S&P down 1.4. So the markets are all in unison, falling together. Oil up 183 to 107.19. ATIP 163.5, up 2.5 cents. Volume on ATIP today 175,000 shares. Holding the gain. Okay. We're at Twitter up 59 to 49.70. Rocket Lab up 9 cents to 7.60. SoFi ups to It's up 11 to 656. GameStop down 262 to 126.69. Down it goes. Carvana up only 8 cents now. AMC down a penny. Matterport is down 4. Cyxtera down 31. ME up 3. Spire up a half a penny. Smart Rent down 2. Pfizer down 80. Hewlett Packard up 9 cents only. Robinhood still up 19 to 10.28. Vanik down 4.36 and falling. We've got Home Depot. There's a real vibration going on. Is that really a helicopter? Home Depot down 534. Texas Instruments down 256 now. IBM down 163. Microsoft down 472. Apple down 72. Goldman down 349. And Cisco down 75 cents. Facebook up 179, Amazon down $338, no recovery here. Tesla up 40 and Google down 40. So a lot of red showing up on the bigger names right now as this market is backing up. We're down 363 on the Dow Jones. I think we have a helicopter hovering over the house or in and around the house. Can't see it under this one little window, but I hear it and I can feel my computer just doing this, just doing that. They're coming to get you. They're coming to get you. You guys are option writers. They want to know what's going on. They want in on it. That's what it must be. Rob, while Jen's in the room, let me ask you this, Bruce. How's Jen mustache game? Is it lucky enough? Rob, I'm going to get dope slapped for that one. Alberto, what's the bagel flavor today? Put it away, Bruce. Bama, Annie, Jen, will you grow a mustache with me? David, hey, folks, haven't been around for a bit. And I do really see Uncle Bruce in the office chair. Wow, how things have changed. Dave, the Mac guy, my curling trophy is the only one I've kept all these years. Clay, I had a feeling the Spider would be volatile and not too well. Just fell off the cliff from 425 to 421, the SPY. My $400 puts are making me feel like a genius. Right on, Sean and Wendy. Auntie Jen, thanks for always taking care of Uncle Bruce. This allows him to help us with our finances. Our goal is to buy our house brand new, all cash next winter. Thanks to you both. Right on, guys. Dave in London, it's beans on toast, mate. Bill, helicopters, flush it. Cindy, it's the paparazzi. This is the way. Maybe it is the paparazzi. But I can just hear it up there. Just it sounds like a washing machine in a spin mode, where the spinner is just going. That's what sounds like, just a faint. But I can feel this on my computer. I can feel it. I feel it just jumping. I'm waiting for Jen to come back. I'll ask her if she sees anything. Beans and bread, says Bobby. ATIP 163 up 2. Dow is down 374. Giving up on these gains we had yesterday pretty hard here. We're backing up. Let's take a look here. We got SoFi at 656 up 11. GameStop down 192. Apple down 48 cents to 163.14. San Francisco Rapid Transit reinstates face mask mandate, and FDA committee to review Novavax vaccine in June. We're down 375 on the Dow, 62 on S&P, 176 on NASDAQ at the moment. All right. Bama DQ, how do you do that? Bobby, Bama Babe, nice stash. There you go. John, beans and bread sounds gassy. Have a good break, y'all. I'm up today a bit earlier. I'll join a little later. Christina, remember the GameStop 134 strike I sold yesterday for $525? 4 of them. Yesterday, I put in a stink bid, $380, and it filled. $508 profit, just like that. Well done, Christina. Well done. A nice little trade. Good on you. Not Bama, says Bama Babe. It's a skill. It's a very useless skill. There you go. I love that. Isn't that a sexy picture? Doesn't that just make you want to have a girlfriend that looks like that? Nick, Uncle Bruce, I had nibbled on Carvana yesterday. I'm happy to report I sold in at 68. I sold out and I locked in 1,100, and now just waiting for Texas Instruments to come my way. And it seems to be, my friend, Texas Instruments now is 173.24 down 262. It's coming your direction. Definitely 173.30 down 255. All right. IBM down 178. Microsoft down 441. Apple down 72. Goldman down 321. We got red coming up here. Home Depot down 575. Bannock down 370 right now. The Dow off 377. We're up 4.5 on ATIP. New high for the day, 165.5 on your ATIP on 193,000 shares. A second day of buying is coming into the stock as the new CEO has taken over. Here we go. Bobby says it's a Cliff Calvin skill. I don't know what that means. Oh my God, not Bama. No, not that. Bama babe with a mustache. Oh no. Oh yes, it happens. And now I think it's moving. That helicopter is still up here hovering. I don't know who it is, what it is, why it is. And now that can't be a helicopter. That can't have been a helicopter. It's got to be Uncle Auntie Jen doing the laundry. I swear to you, it sounded like a helicopter out there. I was waiting to ask her, but she's not here. She's going to tell me in a minute that it is the washer. Crazy stuff. Even though she commented, she thought there was a helicopter outside. So I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. Thank you, everybody. What else is happening here? Cliff Clavin from the TV show Cheers. Uncle Bruce, Cliff from Cheers. Oh, my God. I remember that. Up 5 on ATIP. ATIP, 166 a share. This is the high of the day, 194,000 shares. We've got buying coming in on ATIP. That is what's happening. I don't see an announcement today that I can refer to. I just know about what we had happen yesterday. By the way, Apple 162.86 down 81 cents. We're backing off on Apple now. Let's see. ATIP. Any announcement here anywhere? Anything? Anyone? Anybody? I got nada. I got nothing. No news on ATIP of any kind other than what we had yesterday. We're up to 166. We're up a nickel now. We were as low yesterday at 147 a couple of days ago, maybe 2 days ago. That would have been Wednesday, 147, which I think, yes, the low of all time. We've now bounced 19 cents off the low of all time at 166 a share. We'll take any victory from here on up. I don't think it'll take much to move it to $2. I mean, not a lot. That's my hunch. But hey, guys, I know you were buying it yesterday, and you're scoring a nice new average. We're down 398.94 on the Dow Jones. Twitter up 75 cents. Rocket Lab holding 9. SoFi at 655 holding a dime. GameStop 126.74 down 257. This is near the low of 126.41 on 327,000. No volume at all. Carvana down 108 to 63.20. AMC down 16. Matterport down 2. Cyxtera down 30. Over on Pfizer, we're down 93. Hewlett Packard up 3, and we've got Texas Instruments 173.18. 267 is the low. Is the dip. 267 the low of the day. Right here, 173.18, 14 right here. Low of the day on Texas Instruments, backing back off. Apple down 107 to 162.57. The low of the day on Apple, 160.80 today. We're going to see if we hit another low here. I think we will. And I think we're going to go through 160 today on Apple. I suspect we'll break that. That's my hunch. 162.60 down $1.04. 162.50, 162.49. We're backing off right now on Apple stock. Watching that closely. All right, everybody, there it is. Bruce thinks there's helicopters outside. Apparently, it's a washer. Well, you know, you get paranoid when you're as famous as I am. You know, Zach. Good morning and happy Friday, everybody. I'm thumbs up 183. Thank you for 183 thumbs ups, you guys. Appreciate it. Cody, we can't hear it, Bruce. No worries. Audio's fine. Good. John, not Bama. That's one hell of a mustache. So full and well groomed. What's cooking, Wendy? Hey, Uncle B, I just sent you a PayPal and an email for the 4 for 3. Am I not too late? You're not too late. You're good to go. This expires next week, so you're okay. Austin, did you have a similar experience? I feel like you're holding back a story. The mustache story. John, how was work today? Great. I watched a homeless guy eat a bagel with no pants on and chat with people about lady mustaches. Other than that, nothing going on in my world. 388-point drop on the Dow. 165.5 on ATIP, up 4.5 right here. SoFi up 14 cents to 659. It's coming back on. GameStop 127 down 231. Apple 162.80 down 83 cents. We're in the red on all three markets at the moment. The Dow, the S&P, and NASDAQ, where the S&P and NASDAQ are down 1.5%. The Dow down 1.1. That is the story, guys. I think it could get worse. We'll see. I just get the vibe that as the day goes on, more people will want to be on the sidelines over the weekend. They're not going to want to be long. They're going to want to be flat. And so I see the markets under pressure for the day. We'll see if that is ultimately how it works out. We're down 368 on the Dow Jones, near the low of the day, which has been about 400. SoFi 658 up 14, holding a gain at the moment. And GameStop 127, Apple 162.96, down 67 cents right now. Okay, there it is. That's the deal. The story. We have thumbs ups 192 today. Thank you, everybody, for kicking in the thumbs ups for us. Appreciate that. It's helping. Of course, it always does. And definitely receiving here from a number of you. If you want to be in my class next week, Saturday, we'll do it next Saturday. Send a donation of $150 to my PayPal account, 150 US. We'll get you in for next week. Did you have the washer on?
Yes. Yeah. It wasn't a helicopter.
Because I heard my computer was vibrating. I wondered what's going on. I thought it was a helicopter up here.
I've done that before.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, no one heard it. No one hears it over here. But I was wondering, what is that?
You thought earthquake?
People were saying it's the paparazzi, Bruce. You're so famous now. They want to get a peek at you, buddy. They want to see you and that gal with that mustache on her. That's what they want to know. All righty. Welcome one, welcome all to the show today, to my channel. 195 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you all so much for the continued support, helping me promote this channel. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. It is ham and scrambled egg today with a little bit of ketchup here. Oh, yeah. With a toasted bagel. Oh, yeah. With the butter on it. Yeah. Toasted bagel with butter. What more exciting stuff can you watch on YouTube other than this? I mean, talk about fun. This is going to be good stuff. I'm really looking forward to doing this show from London in a couple of weeks. So we hope we have a good enough connection to make this happen for us. It won't be at 6:30 at my time in the morning. I'll tell you that. It'll be in the afternoon. It'll be the same time for you, but for me, it'll be later in the day. So I may or may not have a breakfast bagel with you. Probably not a breakfast bagel. No. I heard a soft hum. That was comforting, says Willie. Bama, fun morning with everybody. Nice mustache there, Bama. Looking good. We're at 165 on ATIP. Up 4, down 411 on the Dow. Another sell wave just came in here. We're down 70 on S&P, 200-point drop on NASDAQ and falling. Apple down 65 to 162.90. It's now 162.95, down 69 cents. GameStop down 274, 126.58. You got ATIP at 165, up 4 cents right now. Thank you all for hanging out with us today for Friday, April 29th. The last trading day for April for 2022. Can you believe it? Time just flying by. Crazy. Unbelievable. What else is going on here? Trying to follow lots at the same time. Excuse me. Carvana down 81 cents. AMC down 12. Matterport down 2. Cyxtera down 31. ME's up 3. Spire's up 3. Smart Rent unchanged. Pfizer down 96. Hewlett Packard up just 2 cents now. Robinhood up 7 at 10.16. Vanek is down $4. Home Depot down 5.80. Texas Instruments down 220 to 173.50 right there. We've got IBM down 170, Microsoft down 530, Apple down 73 at 162.91. Kind of wondering if Apple is going to have an accelerated drop as the hours go by. We'll see. Will people want to be long through the weekend? Goldman down 323, Cisco down 71. Okay. Clay, that mustache is even fuller and more amazing than I could have hoped for. Michael Gregory, you get your Apple back. Larry, Uncle Bruce, have a cheese whiz crumpet in the UK. Bama, keep those mustache compliments coming. Makes me feel lucky. Right on, kids. Welcome one and all to the show. Scrambled eggs and chunks of ham. So good. Lovely, lovely, lovely breakfast today. HEIP 165, 165 and a half. Keep it going. Keep it going. Is it weird that Bama's mustache is turning me on a bit? There's guys who like women with mustaches. Not many. They are a special kind of person, but I won't go into any more detail than that. Can't say. We're down 406 on the Dow. Another dip. Apple below 163 again, 162.90. The low, though, 160.79. We're about $2 away from the low. Okay. Apple ATIP has 90% of its stock held by hedge funds and institutions. What do you think about that, Uncle B? I think that a good chunk of this stock is held by one investor, the creator of the public company, a hedge fund out of Boston. 80 billion value. That is the backer of ATIP. That is why, knowing that, this stock at 165 is embarrassingly cheap. They have such backup. And this is why I think they're taking the long road. They're just going, okay, well, we're going to bring in our new CEO. We're going to take our time hiring our CEO, and they did. We're going to make the right move with the right person, and they did. And the street is going to figure this out. The street is going to realize, oh my God, this thing is a bargain down here. This thing's going to 20, 30 bucks. These guys are huge. The amount of capital these guys have compared to the size of this little company, this company's going to grow dramatically. I like the upside of this thing. I really do. You're getting in at 16 cents on the dollar if you buy it now. Came out at 10. That's what the hedge fund took. They took stock at 10. They aren't selling. They've been buying it up. I think we're going higher. Don't look now, but SoFi was pulled under 650. I got a 648 right now. Cam, I can't really be picky about a woman's mustache since I look like a silverback gorilla with my shirt off. You don't have to share an avatar with us for that. We'll take your word for it. It's okay. We believe you. We believe you. It's okay. Oh my. Down 420 on the Dow. ATIP 165.5. Seem to be backing off some more. Oh, Michael. Robin Williams, Harry. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, my. $162.69 on Apple. Down 94. GameStop down 281. Oh, this is so good. Energy to keep me going. We're down 3 now, 304 on GameStop, 126.27. Backing up. Bama Babe says, Cam, if I can share a photo with a mustache, you can show us a photo with gorilla hair. This pullback started to make me feel like somebody knows Putin is up to something no good this weekend. No good. Michael Apple 165 is now 35 cents from 350 yesterday. Cam, Bama Babe, for the love of God, no. Right on. 162.09 on Apple. Where'd you go? 161.92 on Apple. We're falling again. The Dow now down 417. ATIP 165.5, holding the high of the day, just around there. Okay. GameStop 126 down 331. The low of the day right now 125.99 and falling. Down 414 on the Dow. And Apple 161.95. We're getting to about $1.20 from the low of the day now on Apple. I'm feeling some hairy discrimination in the group, says Bama Babe. Cody, it seems like we should have been up today, but we were suffering from, I don't want to hold through the weekend. Day isn't over, though. What do you think? Surprise rally or finishing in the red? That's the thing. I think it's a negative day today because people don't want to be long over the weekend with what's been going on out there. Too much uncertainty, too many world developments to worry about. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. 125.80 on GameStop, down to 3.5. ATIP 167.5, up again. FUD, says Cindy. Michael's thinking that Apple will close his gut feeling on it. Under 165. FL, reading an interesting stat today. Container volumes out of China to the US have dropped 18% since April 6th, but we are set to drop another 37% between now and May 12th. That kind of confirms our thought, right? Bobby, I'm all about the soup strainer and the faces. Bring on the hair. H. Greg, you dropped my Apple stink bid for 165, strike to 10 cents, and I bought SQQQ call for the day. Michael, Dave, the Mac, all good though. Easy $600. Austin, did Noto buy more shares? Also, 4622 question. Dave, Michael, were you writing covers? Michael, hi Gregory. It will fill. You will buy them at a dime. You'll be able to buy them at a dime. Apple now 162.33. ATIP 168, up 7. Going up again. Mm. Mm. Oh, that's just delicious. Scrambled eggs, ham, toasted bagel. Oh my, baby. So good. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. If you're surviving this market right now, I want you to know there's a headline coming out of Barron's right now that says stocks are tumbling to cap worst 4-month start to the year in decades. You're surviving this market, you are doing exceptionally well. And that is why we're seeing what we're seeing here economically and emotionally. This is what's going on. This has not been a fun 4-month market. But for many of you who are now writing options, you found a way to deal with it. And some of you are making really good money. Some of you are able to break even with gains from option writing, losses on stock. A number of you, you're down, but you're not down what you would be if you weren't writing options, which is a great equalizer. Bodes well for the future, too. Welcome to the party, pal. It's been one hell of a party the last 4 months. It has not been a fun party. I'm expecting, as I've said before, I'm expecting to hear about some hedge funds that have left us. They aren't here anymore. I'm waiting for that. See what happens. I mean, we've had a war in Ukraine. Interest rate bumps like crazy, complete reversals by central banks, inflation, supply chain issues, and we have everything being thrown at us that's negative. And yet, with the worst start to this market in decades for the last 4 months, a number of you here are option writers and you are thriving. Welcome to this side of the stock market. There are 235 of you here right now. That's it. As many of you as there are that are making money watching this channel and learning how to do this and adjusting to the whole thing. There's only 235 watching, which you got to wonder, gee, if these folks are making dough, why aren't there 2,350 people watching this guy? Why aren't there 10,000 people watching this guy? I mean, this channel is bucking the market, is welcoming down days with open arms. No other channel wants this. All the other YouTubers out there are dying, bleeding to death, probably hating life, because they think one way and one way only. They think about making money, buy low, sell high. That's all they're looking for. So all day long, what they're watching is, this is the low, this is the low, let's get in. This is the low, let's get in. And they get disappointed. And I gotta wonder, the pressure on a lot of viewers out there who've really had their clocks cleaned on these really bad markets. Gotta wonder how bad it is. Anyway, there it is. I just see here Amazon Prime Day is being moved to July. Interesting. Watch for that. We're down 379 on the Dow, 70 points lower on S&P. We're down 210 on NASDAQ. Oil up 245 a barrel. Welcome to the party, kids. Here we are, working away here, doing what we can. What else is happening here? Comments. Anything I need to comment on at or report here? Austin, Uncle Bruce, if the expectation is that China, U.S., world economies are going to be having problems, aren't we dumb for buying right now? Well, if you're buying to right, you're doing just fine. That's the point. And if you're buying super deals like ATIP, which is now 168, there's no risk here. There's no downside. This expectation, they're going to have problems. There will be problems here and there, but there will be winners throughout. One of them will be SoFi. They don't have physical branches. It's all digital money transfers. SoFi is 647 right now, only up 2 cents. I bet you that's awful close to its all-time low, 602 the other day. We hit 639 today. We're now at 647 on SoFi. You still have time to average down on this stock. Limited time, but you have time. Good morning, everybody. Duncan is in the house. Welcome, sir. John, this channel is about stocks. I am here for babes with mustaches. That's what I'm here for. Mallow, I'm number 203, thumbs up. W. Walters, I'm number 208 with the thumbs up meter. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Bama, Austin, in my opinion, yes, just right covered calls on stocks you're holding, and this helps you hold your portfolio steady until there's a recovery. Duncan, who has my back? Everybody's got your back, my friend. But the question is, how hairy is your back? Because we're talking about babes with mustaches here and hairy guys. I don't know if we want to be talking about that, but we seem to be talking about that today. Zach, good morning. Duncan, we've been talking about you. We miss you. 168 on ATIP, up 7 cents. The high of the day right here, right now. 316,000 volume traded. We got buying coming in on this thing. It wouldn't take much to move it higher. Wasn't take much at all. We're down 400 on the Dow. Twitter up 63 cents. Rocket Lab up 8. SoFi at 649 up 4. GameStop down 247 to 126.84. Apple 162.04 down 160 a share. And we have the S&P down 74. NASDAQ down 228 with oil up $2.58 a barrel right there. Thank you guys so much for popping in here. Where's my razor, says Bama Babe. Where is my razor? Duncan is loving this. All kinds of stuff going on around here today. ATIP Inspire are now 168. Let them race to the top. Let's go, baby. Let's go to the top, you guys. Fabulous. Let's run this puppy. Wouldn't that be great? Oh, my. Yep. Smart Rent up unchanged at 503. Pfizer down 123, 49.28. Hewlett Packard down 16. Robinhood up 1 penny. Vanik down 389. Home Depot down 520. Texas Instruments down 236 to 173.49. IBM down 213. Microsoft down 567. Apple down 158. Goldman down 252. Cisco down 73. We've got red, and red. That's what we're showing here. Amazon down 3.49 a share. Man, oh man. Royal Caribbean down 7 cents at 80.62. Target down 4.63. JP Morgan down 91. Costco down 12 cents. Disney down to 113.60 and falling. American Airlines down 6 cents. Moderna up 2.59 to 145.11. 168 on the ATIP, right at the high of the day. 318,000 traded, with the Dow off around 400 points. Bama Babe, El Aflalo just came back from a meeting, and that picture, that's nice. FL, you cannot time the bottom on any market. If you're a long-term investor, you have to build up positions at some point. Austin, anyone buying ATIP this morning? Thinking about adding another batch of this stock. Bama Babe Rob, why? Thank you, kind sir. There you go. Yeah, we're at 168 here. And this is Bargoon City. I mean, the lows have been, 20 cents ago, 18, 19 cents ago. This is cheap, and it's showing the right things. Second day in a row, it is performing the way I want to see this perform. Hopefully, this will continue on. We get these 5 cent days, 7 cent days, 12 cent days, and then we break out and we pop by quarters. Every day we pop by quarters, and the next thing you know, you're at $354, and now we're popping at 40, 50 cents a day. Watch out. When it goes, it's gone. Right now, it's this early chewing through this resistance levels, the last of the blowouts, and they'll be taken away. And then there's nothing left, and it gaps. It will gap. The buying keeps coming in. It will gap out. Anyway, there it is. That's me. That's all I'm saying. Rob, Bama Babe, you look very lucky. Jennifer, I'm considering adding a bunch more ATIP. Cindy, I bought another 100. Now I have 1,200, averaging just above $3 a share. Right on. We've got SoFi up 8 to 653, a little better. GameStop a little better at the moment at 128.44, still down 87 cents. We got Apple at 162.05, down 154. We got gold up $23, oil up $2.56 a barrel at the moment. Okay, that is the story, guys, of this market. Not a barn burner like yesterday. Nothing like that at all. Too many cross currents, and it's the weekend. It's option expiry day. There's a lot of rollovers going on here. Options being bought back, closed out, rewritten for next week, the week after. There's a lot of that going on. We're watching a lot of activity here, a ton of activity. John Beckman says, nice, Cindy. Austin out. All right, just bought another 4,000 shares of ATIP. AW, just because of a matter of a meeting, is that something 1 year? I don't know what that means. Austin average now down to 480. John, don't forget Spire, you guys. Duncan, yes, thumbs ups. Wooly, better to buy back my covered call on GameStop today or wait to see what Monday holds. It all depends on your contract, how long you got. I don't know what it is. So the stock can certainly go lower, certainly, but I don't know how you're doing. I don't know where you're at, so I can't advise you what to do. You're not giving me any help here. ATIP 168. That's hanging right in there. 343,000. The high of the day, 168.5. It is trading at the high of the day. What can I say? Yeah. Wooly says I got 140s for May 13. Bruce, and I sold them at 755. May 13 sold them at 755. And what are they going for now? About $354? Is that what they're doing right now? What are they trading? I don't know. GameStop at the moment is 128.41 down, 128.19 down 112. So you're 12, almost 12 out of the money. And so they're going to continue to depreciate. Look, you can put in a stink bid to buy them back today, or you can wait until Monday, Tuesday with another 3-4 days gone. They will back off more. Next week is May. This week is April. Next week is May, and they die on the 13th. There will be pressure here. Cindy made about $600 trading options on my Roth, all tax free. Wooly, $455 right now. They're gonna drop, my friend. Just wait. Don't you don't do anything. Sit back and enjoy more profits. Austin, who is holding 18,000 shares of ATIP with an unrealized loss of 55,000? This guy. Just when you think you have it bad, just think of your friend Austin, and the life will seem a little better. There you go. And every time it goes back a penny, Austin is $180 less poorer. He's less poor every time it goes up a penny. If this thing pops a dime, he's going to be $1,800 less poor. This thing pops a dollar, he's $18,000 less poor. Who's going to feel sorry for this guy? The guy's got women with mustaches dying to kiss him. Come on, man. Life is pretty good for this fella. Bama, Cindy B, this is the way. Cindy B, getting ready to have profit sharing transferred to a traditional IRA, self-directed, of course. Bama, Austin, 128. Wow, abrupt. Austin, poor Austin. John, dying. Michael, Bridge Life. There you go. 168 on that stock. We need it going to $5 a share, and then he will be insatiable. He'll be out of control. It's going to be crazy times. Wait till he starts writing options. When the stock hits $20 a share, he starts writing $2 contracts. We're going to hate him. He's just going to be intolerable. Michael, you're my boy. Smarty Stinky is in. There you go. Oh my. 168 right now. We're doing a class next Friday. Next Saturday. We're going to do a class next Saturday. That's right. We're going to do a live class next Saturday. I'm going to pick the time for it over the weekend. I'll let you know Monday what time next Saturday the class will be held. It will be comfortable. We're now 169 on ATIP, going up again. So if you want to be in on it, send a $150 donation to my PayPal account. I'll add your name to the list. Send me a message. Say, Bruce, I sent you $150. I want in on that class. And then we'll go from there. Jennifer will moderate it, of course, and we'll be covering stink bid buying, stink offer selling, and the psychology of the markets, including the options markets. We got a lot to talk about there. I think you guys are going to find it rather helpful, especially you writers who are sometimes shortchanging yourselves by hundreds of dollars, and it can add up to thousands of dollars of lost opportunities if you're not careful with how to handle stink offers, stink bids. So join me next week, Saturday, for that, if you'd like. Let me know, okay? What else is happening? Would it make more sense to sell some of those shares to take a loss to carry over into your taxes, then buy back sometime later? Not a tax expert. Problem is, if he sells them here at 169, 170 now, and they go to 190, 220 by the time he buys them back in 30 days, he's out gazillions of dollars. You don't want to be doing that. We're now 170 on ATIP. Austin just got $360 less poor just in 5 minutes. I mean, who's feeling sorry for this guy? Oh man, 378,000 shares. There's no volume, and it went up 2 cents to 170, up 9 today on ATIP. Austin, 18,000 shares are $360 more valuable in the last 5 minutes. Congratulations. Keep the drive alive, baby. Let's see. Duncan, I'm number 215 on the thumbs ups. Michael can only write off $3,000 losses per year, says Michael. Duncan, smart, 507. Austin Clay, the only problem with that is the fact that I have the worst luck of any investor. And if I sold the following day, it would move up to $5 a share. That's exactly what you don't want to have happen here. Michael is laughing. Not your daddy's doobie. Just hang in there. Don't do a thing. Hold and wait. That's what you got to do. The Dow's down 420 points, and ATIP is up 9 cents a share. How about that? Twitter up 74, Rocket Lab up a dime, SoFi 646 up 2, GameStop down 114 a share, and Apple 161.24 down 242 as we are approaching the low of the day. We're coming within approximately 45 cents of the low of the day on Apple as we're in a downdraft right now. The Dow just dropped to 433 and falling again on the Dow. Apple 161.25 falling off to newer lows, down 236. Down she goes. Clay, I don't see ATIP climbing $5 in a day or even 3 months. A new CEO is good news, but this stock is in a deep sleep. We'll find out. We'll see what the first couple of dollars does for us. If this thing can go to 350, I think a whole bunch of people will be grinning around here, going, "Well, okay, we're back. We're back to where we got in at, where we averaged down to. Now from here to $7 could be pretty good." Let's see what gives. 1 penny at a time. Thank you, Michael. Timing the market. Austin, not timing the market. Boom. Rob, Austin, not to be that guy, but could you please sell so my shares can go to $5 a share? Well, you can help me? Tiff, Austin, I'm sorry, but you have to sell now. Austin, Rob, I like you, but not that much. The credit, nice pick, Bama. Rob is smiling. Jennifer picked up another 100 ATIP. I'm tucking it away. 170 now on the ATIP. FL heading out. Hope to catch a show tonight. Have a good one. You take care, FL. Thanks for popping in here. We're down 374 on the Dow. We've got SoFi at 650 up a nickel. GameStop down 150 to 127. We have Apple approaching the low, having, I think, getting closer. 161.42 at the moment, with the low of 160.79 at the moment. That is our low of the day. Let's go here. Only 2 companies in the black on the Dow Jones. Everyone else is red, in red territory today. 161.40 on Apple. Okay. Let's see. Visa, MasterCard stocks downgraded as analyst worries about macro clouds. Jennifer, patience play right there. Yep. Done. Clay says, Duncan, Rob, why do I get the feeling GameStop wants to run up this afternoon to the high 130s? I don't know why you feel that way, because I don't. Bama, the Chris Average, why? Thank you, my friend. Everyone says it will bring me luck, this mustache. It's the best thing. Duncan, good morning, Jennifer. Christina, ATIP 170, nice. Willie, so good to see something in the green in my portfolio. Twitter and ATIP were good buys, even though they were a small part of the mix. Austin, Michael, what's your SoFi share count up to? Buying more? What you doing? We're at 394 on the Dow, down dip here. Down 194 on GameStop, down 222 on Apple, 161.40. We've got a mixed market everywhere else. Where else are we looking up here? We're looking at Texas Instruments down 233 to 173.50. We got Vanik down 416. Home Depot down 568. IBM down 168. Microsoft up 5. Apple now down 216. Goldman down 281. Cisco down 73. Facebook up just $1 to 206. Amazon down 349. No recovery there. Tesla down is up 28. Google down $41 at the moment. More red. That's for sure what we're looking at, guys. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's see. Christina, Rob, if they do, I'll be happy to sell anyone who wants some goodies in the high 130s. Let's see. Has anyone discussed the GameStop proxy? Rob, I feel the same way too, but only because I'm hopeful my calls will be saved. Let's see. Got my proxy vote from Charles Schwab, says Christina. They're coming in. We're still off 379 on the Dow, 170 on the ATIP. Volume now 414,000. High today, 170 and a half pennies, $1.70 and a half. Right on. Austin, Michael, yeah. When I went, I knew I was in for an expensive week, and I bought a $6 bottle of water. Yikes. Wooly, I don't know why Vanguard always drags their feet, says Wooly. I don't know why that is. Okay. GameStop 126.98, backing off again, down 233. Apple 161.30, 161.27, coming to this 50-cent mark, within the 50 cents of the low of the day again on Apple. We're backing up again right here. Duncan, hey, my U.S. mail lady is here. I'm going to check and see what's in my mailbox. How exciting is that? That's pretty cool. Rock and roll. We're just about done with our 3-hour show today. Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you guys for these thumbs ups that you've blessed us with. We have 219 thumbs ups this morning. Appreciate that. If you're able to hit the thumbs up button for us before you call it a morning, please do so. Help us out there. We do appreciate it. And what do we got there? Rock and roll. Fantastic. All of you, thank you for popping in and spending some time with us this morning. We're on this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time for the final hour of the week, the final hour of this week's option trades. So we'll finish that off together. If you'd like to join me for that, see how you guys are going to do on all of this. Fantastic opportunities here, I think. That ATIP 170 a share, looking great. We've got Trucker Tech just locked in 1,000 shares of ATIP. Right on, man. Beautifully done. And let's see. And what else we got here? Typical Millennium here. And thank you all for popping through here. We are down 373 on the Dow Jones at the moment. GameStop down 251 at 126.80. We got Apple at 161.30, just above its low of the day at the moment. As the earnings came out yesterday and supply chain issues are being talked about now, I'm beginning to see articles showing up here and there talking about this thing. Could GameStop do a dividend via a stock split? Well, they're doing that, they say now. Not sure what that's going to mean to anybody. Rob, okay, time to take pups out, get some fresh air, have a good break all. Let's make some money. Rob, I'll see you this afternoon. Christina, if the stock has been naked short, what does that mean for it? I don't know. Wooly, much rusting. I believe that's the pin. The credit. Okay, of course, you take it easy. See you later. I got 5 $18 LCID puts expiring 5/20, and they're up easy. Way to go. Yay, stock split on the form of a dividend, says Wooly. Credit, taking candy from a baby. There it is. GameStop down 219. Apple down 225. ATIP 170. The Dow down 385. There's where we are following a lot of stuff here, guys. Congratulations on those of you who've written Apple calls this week. They're working for you. Definitely working for you. And others are also performing with continued weaknesses on some of these stocks. Good job, everybody. Easy peasy, nice and easy. Again, thumbs ups now. 222 thumbs ups have come in, guys. Thank you very much for that. It all leads to more following of this channel. The percentage of thumbs ups versus active viewers is fantastic for this channel. I really appreciate it. Very kind of you all to help out there. Appreciate that. And ATIP 170 a share. Volume now is 432,000. There's nothing coming in. There's probably buyers lining up to try to get it, and they're just not getting hit. Sooner or later, they'll have to up their bids, chase it down. 175 is probably a level of selling there. 180, maybe a little more. But I don't know how long it's going to last. If the stock goes higher, it'll bring in even more buyers. Sure looks like a set of stairs on the chart. It's an absolute set of stairs, and it seems about every 30 minutes or so, the stock lasts about maybe 20, 30 minutes at one price and then steps up again, lasts another 20 minutes, steps up again and again. It just keeps happening in waves, one after the other. That's just the way it looks to me. Bam, I'm going to go wax my mustache. Catch everyone this afternoon. Cheers. It is the weekend coming up today. Oh, yes, it is, kids. It is the weekend. Looking forward to this. Fabulous. Wonderful, guys. Thank you all for popping in this morning and joining us for a little bit of your precious time. Hopefully you're all making a little bit of money today, which would be just terrific. Oh, boy. Take care, Bama, says John. Wooly Bama, do it for Mr. And I don't know who that is. Miyagi? No idea what that means. Over my head, as usual. Alrighty, 225 thumbs ups. Another couple have come in. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Florian, I'm going to get back to you here in just a moment. I'll write you an email shortly and answer your question for you. No problem, my friend. We'll get you looked after. And yeah, Wendy, no problem. We're going to take care of you as well. No worries at all. And Nicholas, we're going to look after you too. Fantastic. Thank you guys for writing to me. I know that I sometimes take a little longer to get back to some of you because what happens is your emails end up in my junk drawer and I have to go through them very carefully. But I find them and I whip them out of there, get them back to where they belong, and then we'll get you taken care of. 228 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. We're hanging right in there. That is very nice. Aspire is sitting at 170. Wooly, wax on, wax off. Yes, you wax that up. Nice, mama. 171 on ATIP. 15 minutes later, moved up again. Just touched 1 penny higher on ATIP. Just went up again. Thank you, Bruce from Kent. Thank you, Kent. Making money today, I hope. Keep it going. Here we go. Trying to make it work. Fabulous stuff. All right, I'm going to sign off now. Shut this down. You guys get a rest. I'll see you at 1 o'clock today. And let's get going. Make some more money, and we'll see you at the close. See you soon. Bye for now.